shadows gather and the dark skies weep, the quiet saviors of Ammon do not sleep. Defenders of Wistrum, their banner unrolled, divine champions of prophecy foretold, stewards of vestiges, ancient and bright, they stand as a shield in the gathering night. Foes of the betrayers, bound by a vow, the aurora concordant is answering now. For the hero is found, not in glory or crown, but in standing to fight when the darkness comes down. Through the fire and the thunder, the shadow and stone, they carry the light, so we walk not alone.
Boys. You guys took Zundak, the hobgoblin heir to the Iron Authority. There was a little bit of this in there about what we should let him do, and I think very wisely the druid brought up the idea is like, well, if we're going to teach this kid about a society not ruled by a tyranny, we should probably let him have a choice about where he goes. You gave him some really great choices, and it was Whitestone that he decided upon. So much so that he would toast you all the next morning for your libertarian view set. And then with that, some important conversations were had. Drycerin had a conversation with Vexalia, who is very fed up with the whole problem. Wow, Ember. That's great. Vexalia is very fed up with the politics, and Drycerin kind of bringing forth, sort of on behalf of Cord, the war god, Stormlord, that war must come to pass. And Vex basically said, you know what, go deal with your Duergar problem. Come on back, and if you mean it, if you really do mean it, then make your peace with the followers of the Stormlord, or better yet, make your war with the followers of the Stormlord. Claim the title that would give you power enough to take these people into battle, and then I will give you a list of individuals that we could feasibly take to battle regardless of circumstances, and possibly begin to forge a true defense. To which Drycerin was like, okay. He's like, all right, money where your mouth is. And I was like, I will. In the next room over, Ember was like, hey, remember that Sheila bitch with the hammer who put her filthy fucking hands on your daughter? We're going to go bust her ass. You want in? And he was like, hell yeah, man. Let me know what's up, and I will happily blow his face off with my gun. Or her face off with my gun. And also Ember said, oh, also on the way out, if you don't mind, may I court your daughter? To which Percy got a good laugh out of that and was like, I don't know if it's up to me, but you have my blessing to give it a shot. To which Ember left a very lovely letter. And I'll leave it at that. Excellent. So with some stuff done and taken care of in Whitestone, not to mention another dream came to Drycerin from... I'm always messing up her name, but I believe her name is Darkheart. The last name anyway.
Dark Eye.
Dark Eye, thank you, Dark Eye. The two ended up... what started as sort of like a scantily clad dinner ended up in a pretty decent philosophical, a very heated philosophical debate about the difference between war and destruction and storm. And Drycerin put forth, why are you doing this? And it seemed to be that the this champion doesn't want to be on the side of the loser at the end of the day, and believes destruction is coming, and that the Tal'Dorei Republic's incompetence. To which Drythrun rolls her eyes just like that. Uh, yeah, we will definitely, I guess, see where that goes. Maybe. Um, you guys reported then back to the depths of the earth, where you continued your way towards Emberhold, where Wee Jelly has joined the party. An aberrant flump, a jellyfish-like creature. I believe it was Yvain who looked into the depths of this creature's eyes. Oh no, it was Kiro. I think Kiro looked into the depths of this creature's eyes to try and find where the evil lay, and all there was just kind of a dumb joy and a wish to do good. Oh, it was Drythrun. It was Drythrun. I got third time's charm. But it seemed like it was a pretty nice little guy. So the party was pretty cool with it, and let Hunter Horik keep his new friend. You all find yourself in combat with the Duergar. You are faced down by one of their warlords who demanded to know who you are. Ember claimed to be an envoy on behalf of the city of Brass. Very impressive claim. And then when the mind reading began, that's when Kiro said, "Nah." To which they said, "Roll initiative." And that is kind of where we are right now. So let's get back to it. We'll do a little review of the battlefield. I know it's going to be a little dinky, but I think it's important to note, as I saw in the chat, you guys are all plotting against me. The roofs are on fire. The roofs are on fire. So yes, there are about 6 watchtowers and 3 ballistas, and each of the watchtowers around the end of the beginning of combat. Actually, I don't think these 2 guys are on fire. They're too built into the wall for that. But 4 of them have been lit ablaze, much like signal fires. And then there's a number of Duergar in the chamber, some strange reptilian-like creatures, and these hook horrors. But we're going to go down the order and just review where everybody is and what's going on. So, having just ended their turns, we have the warlord back here. He is not bloody. He's doing pretty good. He is right next to the caster, who has reduced himself rather small, a psionic, behind a phalanx of enlarged, what they will be known as a stone guard. And then, of course, there's the Duergar manning the ballistas that were shooting at Yvain. Big, sparkly, shiny, flying person tends to be the center of attention. Also, angles. As for their monsters, it's maybe not their turn, but I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah, we got 2 big hook horrors right here and here, as you can probably clearly see. And then there are a number of these strange subterranean lizardy-like creatures. There's 2 over here. And then there's 3 coming down the bridge over here. And their handlers and shortly behind. And I think that is all the essential that need be said about the bad guy. So let's move on there. Ember, do you have any concentration, status effects, anything going on?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Drythrun, what about you?
Her elemental attunement is active, but other than that, no.
Okay, understood. Kira, what about you?
No, she doesn't.
Understood. This is going to be easy. Hunter Horik does not have anything especially impressive going on, worth noting. Yvain, however, I know you've got your moonbeam. Is there anything else?
Yeah, she has her starry form, the dragon out.
Excellent. And I think you said it was a 3rd level moonbeam, I think is what you said last time. Is that correct?
Correct.
Cool. All right, and that means it is going to be starting us off with Ember Van Zyl. We have had the Duergar. It's your turn.
I want to stay within range of the hook horror, so I don't draw any attack of opportunity, but I kind of want to move towards the Duergar a smidge.
Yeah, no problem. What, like something like that?
Yep, that'll do.
Okay, cool.
And they're clumped up, and I'm gonna make you make a deck save for all of them.
That's very fair. Let's see how many you can get all in there. Whatever. Wait, one. Okay, something like this, right? You want these guys?
Yep.
Awesome. Yeah, I think we'll. Yeah, you're not quite.
Actually,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
no. Push it back. Push.
Okay, like that.
Yeah, because
Oh, you
I
go.
want to. All the dwarves and the head of the bridge.
Understood. Understood. I will. I know it is wood here, but
I understand.
yeah, it's definitely stone in a lava pit. Okay, understood. Sweet. Yeah, you're gonna catch a bunch of them. All right, here we go. Here we go. First and foremost, we'll do the caster. He is very, very hurt. What do we got? We got deck save. Oh, what a surprise! Didn't. Oh, I don't think a 16 does the job at this level, huh?
No.
No, no, sir. Okay, how about? Oh, last thing I want to tell you guys about, which you probably have forgotten, and that's fair. I'm not going to reveal them to you because they are invisible. But there are two spider riding guys out there who are riding around on their spiders. They haven't done anything yet, but they're out there. Last you saw, there was like one over here somewhere, and there was one like kind of over here somewhere. That's all. Just wanted to put that out there. Okie dokie. So that guy fails. Let me get the warlord here. What's the warlord rolling? Not great with a 15.
Target number's a 19.
Not a 19. Yeah, he is going to use his reaction to do scouring instruction. An ally Durgar can see. Oh, he can't see him. He is invisible. Never mind. I take it back. Yeah, we'll save that for the moment. So he will fail. As for the guards here, where are the goddamn guards? Hold up. I gotta pull them up. I didn't open those guys up just yet. Stone God. Creatively made. Okay, here we go. They are in a phalanx, which means they will have advantage for all the good it'll do, I'm sure, against a 19. Yep, not great for that guy. Not great for that guy. Getting closer, but not quite. Nope. And there's a guy invisible there who is technically in the phalanx. They all fail. Every single person fails.
Whoa. Everybody take 48 points of damage and love it.
Oh, fuck. All right. Ouch. There goes the phalanx. So Warlord takes it like a champ, admittedly. He's got a bunch of hit points, but he is definitely oh fuck no, I take it back. Not even the Warlord could withstand the wrath of Ember Van Zyl. So he's done. I'm not even gonna talk about the caster. He's just a little pile of ash, a very tiny little pile of ash. Knock the fuck out. Okay, I'm gonna just make this simple on all of us here. Yep, come on, everybody. Let's all fall down. Okay, yeah. Fireball goes off, the stone guard goes, and then they get blasted off their feet. They thought their super cool phalanx tactics could save them. They could not save them. Everyone in that vicinity is dead and gone. Well done. That was quite a shot.
And I will just say loud enough to carry a little bit. Dare not the wrath of brass.
Okay. Understood. All right, understood. That is going to bring us to Dreiserin Varnos. What's the play?
think Drystrin is having flashbacks to when Yvain died at an ambush because she kept getting hit with very heavy arrows and isn't happy that it's happening again. So she's gonna spend a key point to bonus action dash and use all of her 120 feet of flight to get to the ballistas if she can.
Got it. Opportunity attack coming in hot.
Disadvantage.
Aw, man. Why?
The speedy feet.
The speedy feet. Dang it. You beat a natural 20, and I miss instead. Well done. Okay, you zip over this guy's head. Which ballista you want to go to? You going to the one in the middle of the fire? Heading over to like these guys? Alright.
Yeah.
Understood. How much speed do you have total?
120.
Okay, yeah, you're not. There's no trouble here. But yeah, so 20 feet to here. And then a zoom over to here. It's another 60 feet. So you're at 80 feet right now. You're at the ballista. I would say that you're. Yeah, well, I mean, I've got them positioned, whatever, but you're in range of a guy.
Am I in
Or the
melee of the
ballista.
ballista?
Yeah, you can crush the ballista if you want, absolutely.
That's happening, yes.
Okay, go for it.
24?
Yeah, you hit the inanimate object with a 24.
7 points of force damage.
Okay, it will take. You go, "Hurrah!" and the wood kind of splinters a little bit, and it's good job.
And then I'm gonna hit it again.
One of the Durgar says in Undercommon, "It's the finish." All right, keep going. Yeah, because you're in the heat of combat, this won't be an advantage, despite the inanimate object thing.
Hey Ryan,
Yes.
that's
That's
a nat 20.
Yep, of course it is. I know. Yep, I knew it. I knew it was coming. Okay, go ahead and roll damage. Yeah.
17 points of force damage.
17, very good. So that'll put it. That's 23 damage total. Well done. It's still very operational. It's very, very operational still. It's a good punch, though. Very good punch.
No.
Is there anything else?
But she has no. That'll be the end of her turn for now.
Got it. Okay, then that is going to bring us to Kiro. All right, Kiro, you are not in melee with anybody. What's up? What's the plan?
Ooh, that is much better situations than I usually find myself in. How far away is Ember from where I am?
Not far at all. He is. I'm being specific. Oh, you might be in melee range of the big guy. Hang on. Give me a moment. Yeah, I'm gonna. Sorry, no, No, you're out of range. You're good. So you are 15 feet. Within 15 feet.
Oh my gosh,
Of Ember?
I planned for so much worse circumstances than this. Can I move 15 feet towards Ember? And I'm gonna offer him my elbow. And I'm going to dimension door the both of us inside the first guard tower that lit their brazier on fire.
Okay, so you move. You only have to move 10 feet to get into melee of him. So 10 feet.
Oh.
Yeah. You offer him your elbow. We're gonna, that's bye bye. You enter into the guard tower. There is nobody inside. There is it's 2 stories. There is a pretty decently secured. Ooh, I could hear myself coming through your mic there, Carol. Sorry, I can't quite understand. Sorry, a little discombobulating.
No, you're fine.
Okay, where was I? So yes, you're in a two-story. There is a small arrow slit like opening with iron bars on it that look out onto the battlefield you're just on. I should point the camera at the actual damn thing. And then there is a pretty decent like black metal, maybe iron or something like a thick door that is closed. But other than that, the place is rather empty, and it just has some like simple chairs. It's very clear that this place is like to keep an eye out and also possibly to light the roof on fire.
So it is the roof that's on fire. It's not a brazier that's sitting in the room.
No, yeah, and to be clear, it's not like open and you're looking up and the sky's on fire. There is like a roof ceiling, if you will, and then there is like a port, like a open like trap door inside where clearly like a torch was stuck up inside to light everything up, so that the watchtower is reusable afterward. But yeah, very simple on the interior.
You said there is a door that's not open, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Would it be an action for me to try to open it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna save it. That is, I think, if she
it looks
has
like a
to.
pretty heavy duty door. It doesn't look like a simple door. It's a pretty big ass door.
She has her ways.
Yep.
If she has any movement, oh wait, no, she used 10 feet. She has the remaining 20 feet. She'll just get up next to it to force it open, but she can't really stop anything that's coming towards it presently. So that's not open that can of worms yet.
Okay, fair enough. Sweet. So nothing else?
Nope.
Alrighty then. That is going to bring us to Hook Horror, who is very confused as to why there's no one here anymore. Oh wait, there is. There is only one person left on this battlefield. That is Yvain. So we're gonna go attack the starry shiny dragon lady. Because what else are we gonna do? Oh, there's Horik. Yo, we'll attack Horik. Fuck Horik.
Shouldn't I be 20 feet in the air though? Oh, they're big.
Not. Yeah, they're big guys. You are currently 10 feet in the air because you're in the doorway. The ceiling opens up into the chamber, but you're just in the doorway.
Oh, all right, yeah.
Good news is that they probably aren't getting to you this turn. How fast are we? Yeah, not that fast. Okay. Yeah, this guy is just gonna dash up, clog things up. That's all he does. Gets into melee range. This guy, however, is going to attack Horik. How does our big guy do? I'll put you over here so I can keep track of it. Not working with my usual 3 screens, so I'm a little handicapped today. Okay. Yeah, that'll hit. And how much speed did we just use? Not too much. We'll push him back 5 feet as we get to do that. And then he'll step up and do it again. Oh, why not? Let's share the love. We'll do some to the shiny lady. How does a 22 do to hit? Yvain?
That will hit.
Okay. He's gonna push you back 5 feet deeper into the tunnel.
All right.
He's got to do it away from you, so it's a little bit of a diagonal. And you are going to take 5. That is going to be 15 points of piercing damage. And Horik will take. Oh,
Reduced to 7 because I'm resistant to mundane damage.
fair enough. That is pretty handy. That's a pretty handy tool to have in your kit. So that's going to be Horik will take 11, and Horik goes down. Oh no! Horik will make a death save because we like him. We particularly like him, so he gets death saves. All right, that'll bring us to the weird lizardy things. The weird lizardy things are gonna go like this. They're They're going to slither over. They're going to use their dash to use their momentous, insane 40 feet of speed total. That's not very fast. That's very slow. I'm trying to be funny. These little lizardy boys are going to all do the same thing. They don't give a fuck. We don't understand the concept of death, so we're gonna run right in. And gotta check something before we end the turn here. Ooh, fuck. That's pretty good, actually. Okay, probably not happening. Yeah, what are these things? What's going on here? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. All right, don't worry about it. That will be that. Yvain, what do? You got some big boys to deal with.
Yeah, I do, don't I?
Sure do. Do you still you're probably at a con high enough, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Is your moonbeam still going?
It is. So you know, as I live and breathe before I roll a dice, I will make a DC 19
Okay.
concentration
Then,
save.
Understood. Sorry. So yeah, I'm not worried. That's pretty good.
That's why I didn't say anything, because it's only a DC 20 before I have to roll dice.
You roll a 19 minimum? That's I'm just interested. Walk me through that. That's crazy.
So with the wings,
oh, okay. Yeah.
I cannot roll anything that is lower than a 10. Is automatically a 10.
Very cool. Very cool.
And I have what is it? I took the resilient in con, so I have proficiency in that. So if you just assume that it's 10 plus 9, because I have an 18, so that's 5 and 4. So that's 19 before I roll dice.
Very impressive. Very cool feature. Dang it, watch out, guys. The strongest Avengers emerging, perhaps. I don't know. Anyway, please continue.
Yeah. I don't think these things are alive, or I'd hit them with a blight, fortunately. They are pissing me off. So I think what I'm going to do as an action is I will put the moonbeam in between them. I should be able to hit them both with that.
Understood. They are not standing perfectly side by side, so you can only get one of them. So despite the size of the mini, the base is what we go by. So there's 5 feet between them.
No, that's fair. Are they
actually, hang on a second. No, you can still get both of them.
Sweet.
No, my apologies. Yeah, you're still good.
Well then, when it's their turn next, they can make their little save.
Right. Yeah.
And I will send out a healing word to my little dwarf friend.
Oh, very nice. All right, what did you get?
I don't know. We'd have to find out. Give me a moment.
I have to roll it first.
Yeah, no worries. No worries.
I will cast it at 2nd level because I feel like he needs maybe a little extra love. So for the 2nd level, come here. Go ahead and mark that off. It will be this. Let me get that. So hold on. It will be 17. He will get 18 back.
18 back. All right. He is looking a lot better. Yeah, he springs up. He had failed his death save, so that is good. That is great. He gives you a brief relieving nod and then prepares to re-enter the battle.
Excellent. I I realize that I can move, but
Yeah.
I don't think I will because I don't particularly care to take the attack of opportunity.
Very fair. Very, very fair. Okay, that's gonna bring us to the Duragar, guys. So here, you ready for some crazy Duragar turn? Yeah, here's the trainer. The trainer goes, run away! Run away! Run away! Run away! We're gonna go, run away all the way back to Emberhold, all the way home. These guys up there, yeah, you know what? These guys run into a tunnel behind the actually no, this is what they do. They see you like at their mechanism going take this wood or metal, it should be metal. And they go and you're like looking down this bolt. The guy goes and we're gonna just shoot you point blank with a ballista shot.
They're gonna
So now-
try and shoot me point blank with a ballista shot.
You're right. So here's the deal, however, and this is and I think this is fair. Correct me if you don't think this is very fair. So he's got disadvantage. It's point blank. That's how that works. Within 5 feet, it's disadvantage. If he hits, I'm gonna consider it a crit. Because if you're standing in front of a ballista and it shoots you in the chest, I don't know what.
No, that's fine.
I will give you
I
a
do
actually. You know
have a
what?
reaction.
I know you do. I'll give you a choice, actually. I'll give you a choice. If he hits on a disadvantage, I doubt he's going to, but if he hits, you can choose either that it's a crit or that you're definitely going in the lava.
Crit.
Let's see. You want the crit. Okay.
It's okay. I'm flying for a reason, right?
Well, good news. It's 14.
No.
Yeah, they go to like to aim it at you, and you just and then the guy goes, and you go, and they go, get away, and they leave. They're done. They leave the ballista.
Whichever one is closest to me, I am going to reaction Sentinel, and it's
Get his
staying
ass.
there.
Yeah, punch him in. Yeah, give him a punch. Sure.
24?
Yeah, that'll hit. Roll some damage.
Pin lightning.
Yeah, he stops in place. Is pretty hurt by that. Not bloodied, but pretty hurt. The other two guys run. They run down the tunnel and they leave. They leave the battle. Amazing. These guys over here are gonna do the same damn thing. They're gonna aim their ballistas at you and then they're gonna run away. They're gonna get one good shot in before they decide that this is a lost cause. Yeah, after that fireball and the like no, we're gonna leave now. Okay, first one is going to be a modified 20 to hit.
Yes.
Haha. The other one is a 25 to hit, so we're getting 2 shots on you. That's pretty cool. Doesn't usually happen. Hit the monk with a projectile? What's going on? All right, here we go. The first one is going to be 21 points of piercing damage. The second one is going to be 7. Second one was not as good. But yeah, these 6 Dorogar leave. You actually hear as they... Oh, actually, you wouldn't hear that. Never mind. But yeah, they disappear into the alcoves that they're standing on, because these ballistas are like set into the cavern wall, so they kind of disappear into the shadows, if you will. And I think that's all my Duragar I have left. So I'm gonna make them disappear. Yep, everything turned out. Oh, I'm not done. I've got my invisible boys. Well, the fact that you two vanished kind of fucks them up a little bit. Oh, actually, Hold on a second. I forgot about this. Kiro and Ember. Hello, bad news. You guys are no longer on this battlefield. So you guys went into the tower? Forget what I said about the tower. You're not there anymore. We will get to the two of you. But for now, we're gonna stick with Drycerin and Yvain. So these fellas, they're still running, to be very clear. They don't know what the fuck's going on. Or would it actually? I'm gonna double check that really quick. I wanted to check. Nope. I'm taking that back. My apologies. You're still there. You're good. All right. Never mind. Not quite there yet. Anyway, these fellas are going to go over to here. And I think they're going to... Oh, no. What the fuck am I doing? Yeah, this guy's actually going to start this a little bit. Sorry, guys. Sorry for the confusion. Okay, this is for you, Drycerin. Make a dex save at disadvantage. You don't see this coming, which is why it'll be a disadvantage.
Save. 18?
18 will be a save. Your like monk-like senses, kind of like your spidey senses go off, and you kind of after the two ballista shots, you're like, and then you're like, I'll be damned if I'm getting hit by another projectile this turn, and you like, and this glob of red shoots by you from invisibility, and this guy riding a massive spider appears in front of you. Does a 20 does hit, and as you turn around and look at him, he fires a heavy crossbow into your chest. Luckily, he rolls really badly. That's only going to be 3 points of piercing damage. And then his spider's going to along the wall and kind of start leaving. Okay, that's enough of me playing with my Duragars. He is very visible now. Ember Van Zyl, you are inside the tube, the tower. What's the plan?
I'm gonna look up through the little hole that they stuffed the torch up through.
Yep.
And I'm assuming I can see like the bottom side of the fire.
Yes.
Control flame will let me instantly snuff out a 5-foot cube of fire. That ought to
Got it. Let's see. Yeah, I'll give it to you. We'll say that you're like kind of snuffing it at the base, if you will. So yeah, you go up. You know what? I'm gonna be fair. It's a large roof. Roll me an Arcana check and see if you can like kind of just kind of snuff it out at the right spot.
18.
Yeah, you get it. It takes some focus and power. It's a little more than what you're used to on this scale of spell, but you're able to kind of engulf the base of it and kind of snuff it out, and the fire will go out at the top as it is killed at the bottom. That 1 out of 3 of your towers are no longer lit. Roof is no longer on fire. All right. Is there anything else?
That's action. I'm debating. I'll move over to the big iron door with Hero.
Okay, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, if there's nothing else, then that will bring us to Dreisrin. Dreisrin Barnos, you are up. You have stopped one of them from running away. He's in a sizzle from your lightning. What's the plan?
Yeah, but how close is that spider to me now?
He is all the way over here. And as a note, the guy that you're facing he's not armed. If he took an opportunity attack at you, he'd be like, like it wouldn't be. Unless you're down really far on the hit points, I don't think it's much to worry about.
Yeah, we're gonna go until we're about 15 feet away from that spider.
Okay. Yeah, easily done. You might even be able to do it from here. No, it's a little too far. Make me an athletics or acrobatics, or are you still flying? Can you still fly?
I can still fly.
Okay, gotcha.
If my elemental attunement allows me to fly now while it is active. The elements
Understood.
are floating me.
Understood. I will take that into consideration. 25 feet later, you kind of just move on the wind like the wind itself, and you land right here. And I believe that puts you into a yeah, he's 10 feet. He's a 10-foot range. You could have dropped further back if you really want to. He doesn't have the range to get you.
Being that's the fun part about being 15 is usually whoever, even if they have a long reach, can't get back to you.
Fair enough. I'll put you at the 15, but you're also looking at this guy going like he doesn't have any reach. Okay. 15 is there. So yeah, you're floating in the air like the avatar of the Stormlord, which isn't very far from the truth these days. You haven't quite sealed the deal with the big man, but you're floating on the sky, so I mean.
20 to hit.
Yeah. Are you aiming for the spider or the rider?
The spider.
Then you're definitely hitting.
Good. I'm gonna stun the spider.
All right, stun the spider. Why not? Spider rolls a 15, which I don't think does the job.
Nope. Spider stunned.
Spider goes.
And takes 10 points of lightning damage.
All right. Spider kind of stops walking, kind of starts doing the like its legs, almost like a reverse rigor mortis, if you will, kind of starts shaking, quivering, and can't move.
It's fine. And
all right.
Am I able to grapple while attacking with my lightning stuff or no? Because I have the grappler feat, so I can grapple and do damage.
I think in previous sessions we've determined that you're allowed to. Yeah, that's fair game.
I'm gonna try and grapple this spider.
Got it. You're doing a full lightning lore. You're form lightning into a whip.
Way.
That's how all monks do it, right? They make whips out of lightning.
Obviously. Does 17 hit the spider?
It sure as shit does. And it's stunned, so you have advantage. So.
Yes. Since I can move half my feet with the grapple, I'm gonna drag the spider over lava and drop it.
Oh, you suck. Well, I don't think you're not anywhere near lava, I'm afraid, to drop him.
Guess not. Oh,
no, but you're speedy. You can move him.
Spider.
I could. He's stunned. I'll give you a half speed to push him, to move him as you go. So if you want to go, spend 30 feet, you can get to here and then drop him in the fire. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Yeah. And the Durgar's like, he starts screaming curses in Undercommon. The spider can't move. Well, actually, it touches the lava and suddenly is no longer stunned. So I don't care about your monk shit. I'm getting out of lava if I can. But still very sluggish. They're in big trouble. I gotta look up my favorite rules, lava damage. Okay. Let's see. So, I'll let you do it because it's so much fun. This will be 10d10 fire damage. That is fire damage for when you are wading through or not fully submerged. And whatever you roll will go to both Spider and Rider. Yeah, lava, ladies and gentlemen. The scariest hazard in D&D.
You can thank Emily Axford in the cast of Dimension 20 in the latest season of Fantasy High. So sorry. So sorry.
All right, what'd you get?
I'm still looking for D10s.
Fair enough, fair enough. Totally fair. A lot of D10s. Yeah.
I usually have them.
If your DM is putting your level 15s in lava-y situations, let them know for me.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Have you heard about
You said
lava?
5, right?
A 10, 10d10.
10? Oh, well, I'm gonna roll 5 twice then.
Fair enough. You said 5, right? Double it and pass it to the next person.
$35.
There we go. Yeah. The full like Terminator hand. As they go down, they are incinerated by the flames. They didn't stand a chance. They're dead. Well done. Well, now what the hell are we gonna do? Anything else for the great master of storm and space?
As a bonus action, not like a not a focused step of the wind, but a normal step of the wind, because she doesn't need like disengage or anything. She just
Okay.
wants to try and get closer to Yvain.
Got it. So how much speed do you have left? You spent 30 there.
Mm-hmm.
You were
Which would
here.
be
Got to like there. So that was 20. You spent 30. You've spent 50 already to get to here.
10.
Okay, so then your bonus action dashing. So that is what, 70 feet?
Yeah.
50? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Got it right. All right. All right. You start Supermaning all the way over. I finally figured out the Superman build. You just got to be an elemental monk, apparently. All right. Okay. Well done. You start sailing over at top speed. Hero, you are still in the tower. Fire is out. What's the plan?
So the window that you said had the iron bars on it, there's no, like, it's not big enough to fit through, is it? I'm assuming if it's a guard tower, they weren't bad.
It's like an arrow slit to begin with, which is just meant to shoot like bolts and arrows out of, and it's iron barred. Like these guys were like, nothing's coming in or out. It's barely visible through it.
How very paranoid of them. All right, we're going through the door.
Yep.
She's learned from her past mistakes. She's going to turn around and try to like kick it in.
Make an
Because the
athletics
last
check.
time her front half going through first did not do her any favors.
Absolutely.
We shall see. What do I roll?
Athletics.
I really should have asked that.
Yeah. It's athletics to be sure, yeah.
Nat 20 for a 29.
That is ridiculous. Holy shit. This is an iron reinforced metal door. This is basically what they like. This is what they'd put in a submarine. Like, you'd lock a submarine with this. Hero says, nuh-uh, and fucking, I don't even know how to explain it. Because it's impossible. It's really impossible. I should have made the DC 30, but I made it 25. So in fairness, we'll get through the door. I will say though, it will take a couple kicks. You're like,
Yeah.
boom, and put a dent through it. And me, the DM, goes, what the fuck? Oh, the gods go, what? The Raven Queen's like, why do you think I picked it?
Listen, man.
And yeah, and you send your body through that fucker. It's pretty. I think I remember this one episode of like Shark Tank where they're trying to prove that normal doors aren't very safe, and the one guy's like throwing himself at the door to break through, and in the end the guy literally just like jumps and does like a sideways double kick into the door to try and get it open. And that's what Kiro does. She's like, and it doesn't quite work. She like runs at it. Second time doesn't quite work. He's in it. Jumps through the air, double kick, third time does work. Kiro lands on the ground, finally gets the door broken off its hinge. It's really impressive that it was only 3 kicks required. And you shoot back up. And
It's fine. Didn't even hurt.
didn't even hurt. There's a tunnel. There's a dark, like thin, dark tunnel. There's no other room here. It's like just like a winding, dark tunnel that's built for dwarves.
This is gonna be a tight squeeze. All right, she's going down the tunnel. How
right.
much movement did she use to get? I don't know. She has 30 feet. She'll use all
None.
of that if there's no one to hit.
Yeah. You 30 foot through. You start running through 30 feet. You find nobody. You want to dash?
Sure. I thought my action was kicking in the door.
Oh, that's true. It was your action was kicking in the door. So you go 30 feet. You don't catch up to anybody nor see anybody, and it is very like windy. It's not a straight hole. It's very kind of windy. But you don't catch up to anybody in the moment. What's your passive perception?
17.
17's pretty good. I would say you hear somewhat like through echo, really. So they're a bit ahead of you, but not so much that if you were really committed, you could catch up to them. If you had to guess, you imagine they probably lit those torches and left. They probably left pretty much immediately. So you could catch up. Dwarves are slower than most, level 15 adventurers, but they got a little bit of a head start on you.
Fair. I think she makes it as far into the tunnel as she can, and she's gonna wait for Ember because there is a reason that she did not storm this tower by herself.
Fair enough. Okay, it is hook horror time. Let's see about that moonbeam. Here we go. Con saves, right?
Yes, con 20.
Okay. First guy actually saves. Surprise, surprise. Second guy does not save.
All right. So there's 13. All right, so that is 19 for the one, and I suppose 9 for the other.
Understood. I'll say the more damage guy takes it, he's a little more vulnerable because of it. Well done. These guys are beefy. The one who takes full damage though is bloodied, but he's still fighting. Which means, well, Hork's still on the ground. I think they're more consumed about the glow stick of destiny floating in front of them. This guy, and also the fucking Bernie fucking evil light. So this guy's gonna go a little 5-foot diagonal here to get in range. It's a little far. I'll put him up another. Well, that puts him within 5 feet, so I don't think that it's not that far. This guy will do kind of the same thing to get out of the light. He's too far away from you, Vane. He will walk over Horik, who he thinks is dead, because he's a very smart subterranean bird. And we're going to make a couple attacks on you. All right, here we go. I've got a 23.
Will hit.
Got a 21. I've got a miss, and I've got a modified 20.
All right. Modified 20 will hit.
All right, so that's 3 hits. I'm not going to worry about the dragon. Oh, no, I will. Yeah, she's going to push you. They're going to push you deeper into the tunnel. They're kind of bullying you deeper into the tunnel. But I'll give you the damage to start. Get that out of the way. First attack was that's going to be 11 piercing damage.
All right.
Second attack is going to be 10.
Also fine.
And the third is going to be 11.
Also fine. Right. So nice 15.
So they're pushing you 15 feet into the tunnel because that's 3 hits. They can keep up. So they're just going to kind of keep bullying you deeper, if you will. You are in a tunnel. I know you're floating right now. I didn't build the tunnel, but you are, promise, in a tunnel. They will maintain their 10-foot distance from you. Got you. I will say you're starting to get like up against a wall because it probably curves into the tunnel. So, Brycerin, you're starting to lose sight. We're getting away from the firelight. I mean, she glows and whatever, but you're kind of catching this like starlit glow between these two hulking creatures in a black cavern. You're like, she's getting pushed away from the cavern. Horik will stand up. And he'll turn around and he will try and take down at least one of these guys. You're dead. I don't need your handout anymore. So are you. So I'll keep you just in case. Where? There you are. Ooh, I think we got to give our good boy Horik a lingering injury. He's on the team now, right? He got piercing damage to get taken down. Would anyone like to roll for Hunter Horik? See what he gets? Would anyone like to roll the d20? All right, cool.
I will do it.
It's always fun rolling lingering injuries when they're not happening to you.
14.
14. That's pretty middle of the road. Let's see what happens. Okay, Horik, by all accounts, looks fine. Okay, he stands up and goes, and starts firing. He'll take the bonus action to gain advantage on the first one so he can get a sneak attack. He'll take his hand crossbow shots. That one was cocked, in all fairness. Okay, first one is going to hit. The last two are also going to hit. Well done, buddy. First attack is going to be... Ooh, those are some bad rolls. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be 10 damage on the sneak attack. That is abysmal. And then for his last two, that is going to be 6 and 7, 13 total more damage. And down he comes. Yeah, it's like they're beating you back, Yvain, and I'm not playing. Yeah, they're pushing you back, they're slashing you all the way back, and then one of the guy who damaged the most gets shot in like the back of the head, kind of an annoyance more. Turns around, kind of, and Horik who like double taps him like in the throat, and then the guy just falls over. And we'll say he's like laying on the ground like a James Bond sort of thing. Yeah, that's true. Actually, in order to aim, he would have had to have remained prone. So we'll absolutely say he's doing. Where's the camera? He's like doing like a like while he's like bleeding out of his mouth or something. All right, that brings us to the old whatever the hell these are. Definitely not what the name says at the top of the screen. Yo, let's fucking look at this chick. Who's the flying? Who's fucking Buzz Lightyear over here? Let's look at this person. Okay, here we go. 20. Oh, 20. We'll still move in. Why not? Let's move in. We'll do these three guys first. Okay, Drycerin, I would like you to make me 3 con saves, please.
19,
Nice. You're good.
20,
Nice.
18.
You make it past those guys, in which case these guys will try and catch you. Roll me 2 more. I am committed to this course. I will get one of you.
That's another 19.
Fuck. And last one.
15.
Damn. Yeah, you fucking survive it all. Of course you do. You're demigod and all. But nonetheless, they're, seemingly mostly mindless creatures, just kind of like alligators, kind of just move towards you, underneath you, while you're like 20 feet in the air, and just kind of snap up into the air, like uselessly trying to bite at you. And that'll bring us to Yvain's turn.
All right. Well, I am going to bonus action Misty Step
Nice.
out towards my friends.
That is fair. All right, 30 feet straight towards him.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
as an action, I'll go ahead and move him into my moonbeam.
All right, moonbeam's going in the tunnel. Hell yeah.
And then, how close am I to everyone? I should still have 20 feet of movement.
In fairness, I don't think you have any idea where Kiro or Ember are. There's not enough visual coverage of the interior of the tower to know where they went. Maybe you can guess, but you wouldn't know which tower. But Drycerin is very clearly right in front of you, fucking Supermaning towards you.
All right. Then I will go ahead and I think maybe move. Do I have 10 feet upwards?
Now that you're in the cavern, yes.
Would that put me taller than the Hakora?
Maybe. Let's see. He's a large creature.
Straight up.
Yeah, he's a large creature with a 10-foot reach, which means that's 20 foot. And then he could probably jump. So you're probably wanting to sit at like 30 feet. So you've got speed. So why don't we just diagonal you up to that 30 foot, and then you're really sure you're not getting touched. And then we can use the rest of your speed to put you closer to Drycerin. And we can land you right there with like 30 feet between you and the ground.
Beautiful. And that will do it for me. Thank you.
Excellent. Okie dokie. Duragar turns. Well, that one's in the muck. The invisible guy, well, we don't know what's going on with him. This guy is fully just like taking he's taking the L. He's out of here. You guys will hear the faint sound of what sounds like rocks falling down from the various tunnels behind the ballistas. Especially, so like, these ones go off immediately. These guys who don't have any guys tending to them anymore, they go off pretty much the start of the turn. You, Drycerin, probably hear very faintly the echo of like something in Undercommon that probably equates to like, come on, hurry up. And then this guy who you stun kind of shakes his head and like clearly goes into a dash action into the tunnel, to which you then hear like a stone collapse inside. That's it. You killed all the rest of them. So that's going to bring us to Ember. What's the plan, Ember?
Catch up with Kiro.
Okay, 30 feet, easily done. You're right behind her in the tunnel.
And for useful purposes, I'm going to bonus action get red out.
Okay.
And switch my perspective into his. Because now I can see 60 feet in the absolute fucking dark.
Yeah, you sure can.
Uh, that's everything.
Okay, you want to send red in, like use red speed now,
Yeah,
or do you just
yeah.
keeping red on
If
the
I can,
shoulder? Oh, okay.
if I can send them, like 15 feet in front of us, just so we've got a, a leapfrog.
Yeah. Got it. Then yeah, you send red in, flies in. How much speed?
He's got 40, but I'm only going to send him like 15 ahead of us.
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. You're not going to get in visual range, but yes, is getting closer to the sound. It's well. I'll tell you what. If Kiro and Ember, you're committed to chasing these guys down, we would turn it into like a chase, into like an actual chase initiative. Because they're fucking mad sprinting that way, and if you guys are mad sprinting after them in a straight line, which is fun, we could take it to like a chase initiative where you'll chase them down. If you guys want to do that, if you're interested.
I'm game.
Just
I'm
yeah, you're
game.
game. If that's your intention, yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Tell you what then. We're gonna wrap up with Dryster and Yvain, and then we're gonna swing back over to you two, and we'll have us a big old chase. Those are fun. I don't get to run those a lot. I like the chases. Okay, Dryster, you're up to bat. There's a couple of mean beasties left on the field, but the Duergar have largely left. What are you doing? Yeah, all these like weird fucking giant iguanas under you. And you also got the big hook guy who's in the moonbeam. What's the plan?
The plan is actually to turn around to Yvain.
Okay. Or look up at her now. She's up in the air. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay,
Cast
flying up
first
to her.
level Cure Wounds on her, which is give me the dice. Give me the dice.
Got it. You're going to use 20 feet of movement to get into Cure Wounds range.
13 hit points back to Yvain.
Ah, thank you so much.
Nice.
Was Drycern able to see where Kiro and
Well, no, they dimension door, so they just opened a portal in space and walked through it, and you don't know what the hell happened after. You did see in fairness, you did see the fire go out on the one tower, which the Durgar probably didn't do. So you could probably assume that they're inside that tower. That would be a fair assessment for a wise monk like yourself.
Okay. Yvain, would you like to go track them down really quick?
Yeah, but let's make sure we take care of these things over here so our friend isn't hurt.
Okay.
It's like
To make wee Jelly sad.
yeah, Wee Jelly. He's like, help me, Wee Jelly. And Wee Jelly's like, and it's just like floating around his head. That's a good point you made.
Okay. Dryster's gonna ignore the weird alligator things and try and go for the big hook monster.
All right, if you say so. All right, so you've spent 20. Now you've spent 35, so you're at 55 feet. You're in melee range.
26 to hit?
26 is a hit. Easy hit.
Con save. I'm gonna stunning strike.
All right. Well, that's a natural one, so he's stunned.
That's also max damage, so 15 points of lightning damage.
Nice. He hasn't been touched much, so he's doing okay, but he's stunned now. I think.
Hey Ryan.
Yeah, not 20. Great. Love it. Who shoved the horseshoe up your ass? What the fuck? All right, well done. Very well done. Give me that damage. Well done. My poor hook horror. Oh, that's the best
18 more
hero.
points.
18 more points. Excellent. Magnificent. All right, he's bloody now.
And I'm gonna hit him 3 more times.
Okay, yeah, sure. I like the look of consideration. Like, am I gonna beat your ass? Yeah, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Well, you know.
Yeah, I decided. I made a
Uh,
decision.
21.
To hit? Yeah, that'll hit.
15 points of lightning.
Beauty. Well done. He's still alive, but he's hurt.
28 to hit.
Yep.
And 14 points of lightning. And then 1 more.
Excellent. Yeah, this will probably do it, this last shot.
22 to hit.
Oh, that'll hit. Yeah, he's toast. He's
13
toast.
more points of lightning.
Like I said, he's toast. Yeah, you go up and go, Julia, and just fucking pull an Ip Man, just start going the rapid fire punches. If you ever seen him, and he's just and then gets knocked and falls back into the moonbeam and just like lights on fire with like a silvery radiant moonfire. And with that, the hook horrors are completely dead. Array, is there anything else for you, wee Speedy?
Nah, that'd be it.
That'd be it. All right, got it. We're gonna skip by Kiro because we're in a crazy mad chase right now. We'll skip the hook horrors because they're dead, and we'll go on to Hunter Horik, who's going to officially stand up. Hey, holy shit! No, I thought I got better, but I'm. All right. Focus. And he's gonna go over and do like a running, like he's fucking Ethan Hunt. And he's gonna try and shoot some of these lizardy guys. Actually, I think he's got to get a little closer because he is in those 30-footers. Yeah, this guy here. And yeah, only a little closer. Takes all of his movement, but he gets closer, and he's going to do 3 shots. No advantage. Oh, nat 20, which is nice. And a hit. And another hit, I believe. I don't need that stat block anymore. You're dead. Go away. And another hit. Yeah, 3 hits. Well done, Laura. Good job, buddy. Okay, 6, 12, 18, 20. That's gonna be 29 total damage. That's pretty decent. It's pretty good. All right, well done, Horik. That's gonna bring us to the bad guys. Is what they're called. Oh, you're all the way over there, and you're all the way up there. What are you, 30 feet in the air? Well, that's too damn far away. We'll go after the dragon person because the dragon person kind of looks like us. And that makes our hearts warm. No, we're not. In reality, we're not going after you. We're going after Mr. Horik. Yeah, we're just gonna do all these little dash actions, actually. This guy's gonna do a dash action. This guy's gonna do a dash action. You get a dash action. You get a dash action. Get out of the way. Okay. This guy's going. We're gonna leave him here. And you're gonna dash action. Okay. Can we reach Yvain? No, we still cannot. That's so great for good old Yvain. Can we reach Drysrin, the pain in my ass character? Sorry, that was my inside voice coming on my outside. I apologize. I think I'm gonna get ya. Yeah. Yeah. Only one guy's gonna miss you, Drysrin. So 2 are going to get Horik. 5 of them are gonna get you. So I need 5 con saves, Drysrin, and Horik is gonna make 2.
Do to you, Ryan. What did I do? Did I just
You
make
got,
too high level of a monk?
you got too powerful. Well, actually, you got 2 in range is what you got. Nobody else is in range. Nobody feasibly else is in range. Horik saves on both of his, by the way. Good news for Horik.
21 on the first one.
Yeah.
22 on the second.
Nice.
Oh god. Oh no. Another 15.
Yeah, that'll save.
Ooh. Ooh. That's a 19 on the die.
Yeah, save. Was that all of them? I think you want more in. Yeah.
Nat 20 on that one.
Great. My suit, fuck, they don't work at all. None of them work. They're completely useless. All right, Yvain, you're up. What do you do?
I think probably the best thing I could do is just move my moonbeam over into the middle of them.
Yeah, it's
Agreed.
a pretty good bet. Yeah, you'll get 3 of them. That's pretty good.
I'm going to do that and maybe move 10 feet higher.
Okay. I think we're starting to get close, but yeah, you can make 10 feet.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Okay. I'm probably gonna call it there. Actually, I'm gonna say you're at the ceiling now. Now that you're 45 feet above the ground, that's pretty good.
Perfect. So yes, I'm going to move the moonbeam into the middle of them, and I think that will be good.
Alrighty then. That is gonna bring us to all the dead Duragar. We don't need to worry about. And then to Ember and to, well, you know what? Here's what I'm thinking. We got these slow as fuck lizards. 10 to 15 con saves later, they haven't done fucking nothing. Maybe we call that a little bit of an auto resolve. They're basically just a stack of hit points at this point, and I think I'll even tell you what. If we auto resolve it, you guys can go to kicking ass and chewing bubblegum and all that shit. Those 3 guys in the moonbeam, we could say you guys dispatch. The other 2 just kind of get bored and wander into the cave and leave. And that can be our auto resolve if that works for Yvain and Drysrin, because they're just a stack of hit points you're gonna pound on for a couple. Yeah, okay, cool. Just to keep the momentum going. They're much more interesting integrated with the rest of it, but by themselves, it's like, okay, we're just gonna beat them up. Okay, we're going into a chase. We love a good chase. So that's gonna be Kuro, Ember, and the Duragar. Now, this is gonna be a tricky one. Do you guys have any idea? Oh, yeah. Do you guys have any idea how many rounds have passed?
I can figure it out in a moment.
Since the start of combat, not the start of the session, the start of combat.
I was at the bottom of initiative on the first round, and I started tonight. So we're 3 rounds. 3 rounds.
3 rounds? Got it. And you guys made it through the door in the second round, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to say they have a 2-round head start on you guys then. Beautiful. That must be pretty fucking scary for them. They're like, okay, we've lit our torch. We close our super cool iron reinforced door. The foreman said we're definitely safe. We've done our job. And 12 seconds later, that door explodes open behind them. They're like, oh, shit! Start running it. In fact, I'm probably gonna give them as far as speed goes, I'm probably gonna give them a round. I'm probably gonna give them 1 round. Because they would have like action lit the fucking thing. Well, that they were waiting for it. So I'm gonna give them 60 feet ahead. Sorry, no. 80. Because on that first round they got in there, they're probably like, all right, we've done our job, dust our hands, walk. And then the door busted open. They're like, now we're dashing. Now we're getting the fuck out of here. So they're not too far ahead, actually. Okay, let me just pull up the chase mechanics, and I'm sure this will be resolved somewhat quickly. Okay. Chase complication. Running the chase. I do like a good chase. Okay. So here we go. If you guys are chasing, here are the rules. They're fairly simple. You can take a number of dash actions equal to 3 plus your con mod. That's the number of dashes that you can take until you're required to make con saves in order to continue dashing, in which case you start taking exhaustion levels. Which you lose after a short rest. You just gotta recover. You can make attacks and spells against creatures within range. You can't, and no opportunity attacks in these particular rounds. It sounds a little strange, but it'll make sense. So that's it. That's really it. And then you guys are just gonna like run after each other. The chase ends when one side or the other stops. When each quarry escapes, or when the pursuers are close enough their quarry to catch it. If neither side gives up the chase, the quarry may make a stealth check after they have run far enough to have lost sight, essentially. The quarry is never out of the lead of the pursuer's sight. Anyway, I've done these before. I'll walk you through it as we go. Okay. So we'll use our normal initiative. We'll start from the top. So red's already been sent 20 feet ahead. I'm actually going to do it this way. I'm gonna put you guys on the top here to illustrate the distance. So Ember is just a little behind Kiro. You said red was like 20. What did you say? Like 20 feet in front of Kiro?
20 feet in front of us, yeah.
Understood. So we'll put red like right there. And then as for our Duragars, I need a Duragar mini. Sure, that'll do great. No, we'll use these guys because they're running. What did I say? Oh, okay. So you guys are 30 feet ahead. So they're 50 feet ahead of you guys. So I'm gonna that's like 25, and then okay. So they're like somewhere over here. Got it. And there's like 2 fellas. Okay, we're gonna begin the chase. Kira, what's the move? Running in, I assume. You're 30 feet.
Oh yeah.
Okay, easily done. You 30 feet in. You move through red. I'm not worried. Red is mostly gaseous. And 2 sizes smaller. So do you wish to you want to use one of your dashes?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, easily done. You dash. You get up right behind the guy. Which is great news. What happens now? You got this is our chase begins, determine the distance, participate chasing a strong dash ramp, cast a spell dashing. Cast the dash a number of times, blah, blah, blah. Drops the chase of 5 levels of exhaustion, spells and attacks. Can make attacks, cast spells against creatures within range. Chase participants can't normally make opportunity attacks on each other, since they're all assumed to be moving in the same direction at the same time. However, participants can still be the target of opportunity attacks for creature. Okay. Okay, great. You run up behind them. Do you have anything else to put down? Action surges, bonus actions.
I was gonna say, can I still action surge? Because I saved it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I action surge? And so can I reach more than one Duragar in front of me, or just the one at the back?
It's a 5-foot tunnel. If you take down the first guy or knock him over, you're gonna have a clean shot on the guy in front of him. Otherwise, you're gonna have to make some kind of ranged attack around cover.
Can I try that? Can I hit the guy? Because I have the topple feat, and so if I hit him, he has to roll a con save or be knocked prone anyway. So it's either I knock him over because I kill him accidentally, or I knock him over because he fails his con save.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead and attack. I am gonna give him 3/4 cover because you're throwing around. You know, dwarves are pretty broad and pretty bulky, and the tunnel's built for them, so it's a tough shot. Go give it a shot though.
Oh no, I was saying like if I can, I'll just hit the guy in front of me to get a shot at the guy next to him. I'm just trying to knock them over to keep them from getting further into the tunnel.
Got it. Okay. Well, you can melee the guy right in front of you if you action surge and try and knock him over. Yeah. Cool.
It's a 26.
I think that'll hit. To be clear, these guys are armored, but they're not as heavily armored as the guys on the ground. These are like, you're the tower guy. You're not the main head phalanx infantry guy.
Have to imagine they're dwarves. Listen, Kiro has a healthy respect of anybody that looks like they could punch her and knock her lights out. Everyone from Craghammer downward, no, thank you.
Yeah, anyone from Craghammer downward definitely looks like they could. Whether they could or not is another story.
That's 10 points of piercing damage, and then he has to make a con save.
Got it. All right. 10 points. You nearly bloody him. Does pretty good on the con save. He rolls a 19.
Oh yeah, that saves. They're dwarves.
Yeah, but you get another round at it.
All right. I wasn't trying to kill you outright, but it's what must happen. 28.
That'll hit. Roll some damage.
That's slightly worse. That's 9 points of piercing damage.
All right. He is not dead, but he's bloody now for sure. Con save coming in. This time he only rolls an 11, so he is definitely gonna fall over. Well done. Well done. Hard to get those little dwarvy legs. Is there anything else for Kiro?
No. So if it's a 5-foot tunnel, she can still move past the guy that she knocked over, right? Or is he just kind of blocking everything?
I'm gonna say, for the sake of the fact it's being a chase, and the rules say that like you can never get ahead of your quarry, because you're all technically sure it's turn based, but in practice you're all running in the same direction. So while this guy's toppled, he's like rolling in front of you, and he's gonna try and recover in a second, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
No, so then that is everything.
Okay, all right. That'll bring us to the Durgar. This guy just keeps going. He doesn't know if his buddy's dead or not behind him, so he'll run. Getting a little weird here, but whatever. I'll just go straight across. 30 feet. He'll take the dash and keep on going. Another 30 feet. He's not screaming or anything. Like he's like, that's something worth respecting, because on the surface you run into plenty of bandits who are like, as they start to get scared. He runs with like a discipline of someone who's very used to the dangers of Underdark. Not with grand terror. This guy recovers on the fall, and he will keep running. Again, no opportunity attacks because you're all technically running in the same direction. He'll do. I said I'd do it straight across, so I'll be fair to that. 5 feet, and then he's got another. The dash gives him the 30, and then he's got another 10. He'll keep going. Okay, Ember, you're up.
I'm going to take the first part of my move to move up to red.
Okay, yeah.
I am going to bonus action hand red a glue bomb.
Amazing.
Because I bought them.
Right.
And
sending red in, I assume?
That's right.
All right. How speedy is red?
Red's got a flight speed of 40.
Thank you. 40. Yeah, red goes with a little bit more density, like he's holding something and just sails by your right by your head. So 40 to there. He probably can just actually, considering it's a straight on tunnel, he can't see anyone straight ahead, but you know you're getting close. You wanna dash? Keep going.
Yeah, we'll dash him.
All right, 40 feet. Now he's right up on the ass of the first guy. Is there anything else?
Can he see his companion? He's got
He
blind sight
here.
out to 60.
Yeah, you could. I don't know why he went through the ground, but yeah, you can see him.
Question is, what else?
Again, it's the same thing though. It's like, you know, 3/4 cover. He's in front of his buddy here in the dark. You can see him, but it's a tough throw.
Yeah, well, actually, I just have to hit a zone. I just have to see how big the zone is.
Ah, gotcha.
Because the glue bomb is an AoE.
Very nice.
Glue bomb.
Well, does he have the ability? He's dashed, so he's used his action. Does he have the ability to throw it? Can he do that? Is he a bonus action or a?
I've got to give him my bonus action to do it.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
Yeah. Creatures within 20 feet of the target spot. So
you're pretty good. All right, yeah. If you want to give me a bonus action,
we're just gonna keep right going.
Alrighty. What do you need me to roll for these guys?
It's DC 12 Dex save or be restrained for 1 minute.
All right. Yeah, you got both of them. Hell yeah. Yeah, Red's flying in, and Ember, you're kind of watching through his eyes, and you kind of like put some of your warlock power into Red, and Red just kind of shot puts it. The Duergar goes as it flies in. The inside of that tunnel looks like some kind of creamy donut. They're both just like suspended like Sheila's web, just and they're just it's like solidifying concrete in there. It's they're not going anywhere. That is the chase. That is the completed chase. At which point, Kiro and Ember, you can catch up. Red's probably looking as satisfied with himself as a hand could be. And you have 2 Duergar prisoners. With that, we'll bring the initiative to an end. Dryster and Yvain, just beating up some freaking lizards, fully resisting all of their powers, and a couple bolts, couple moonbeams, couple punches later, you guys are looking around. Kiro and Drycerin, how do you guys? I'll just make it easy for you. You probably like follow the tunnel a little bit and find a turnoff that like lets you enter from like over here. In fact, that would make sense. You're not very far off anyway. So you guys you break down all the glue, you get your guys out, drag them behind you. I assume you want them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And you make your way. Yeah, they're Spider-Man. Like they're not going anywhere. You drag them by the nape of the neck or whatever. And you guys, Yvain tries to look around to see probably Kiro being the fighter, carrying like these 2 Duergar on her back, and Ember and Red entering, and with that, you guys have conquered the outpost, and that is the combat, ladies and gentlemen. Well done.
You just walk over and drops them down into the dirt in front of both of you. How'd you guys do?
We had time to skin. We were able to make up some boots out of these lizards. I don't quite know what they are. I've never seen a lizard quite like this. Drycerin, I think your medical skills may be a bit better than mine. Would you mind checking out our hunter friend? He still looks a little peaked.
Oh, Hey, fine. Yeah, don't bother none about me. You don't let me get in your way.
No, love, I won't. We're just as capable as wrapping you in tape, so be still and let the good monk examine you.
All right. I don't think you're a monk. I think you're like some kind of crazy storm street fighter thing. But we can go with monk if you like makes you happy. All right, fine. All right, all right. Yeah, you can make a medicine check if you wish, Drystrand, to examine him. He
Yeah.
sort of rumbles about it as you go, or he's like, "Oh, don't let me get in your way," and he's a bit of a. He's not the best patient, but he's not the worst either.
15.
Somehow we were.
A 15. That is exactly what you needed. You look over his wounds. You find one place where he got hit by one of the spines. Um, a little bit of a spine broke off in the wounds. We still got it embedded in there. And you pull it out and you look at it, and it's filthy. And you're like, oh yeah, that's gonna fester. That's pretty bad. So you bandage him. Um, the wound heals. You receive any. Oh, so first and foremost, you bandage it, and you know that if you bandage it successfully 10 times, once every day for the next 15 days, it'll be fine. Or you could just like pray for him or whatever, and then he'll be better immediately. Because that's how healing works, right?
Hold on. Hold on, wait. I guess there is, what is it?
You could pray to God that he would be. I know, like pray prayer as a form of healing is kind of silly in our world, but in this world it works particularly well.
Too, but also channel divinity, I can restore D8 plus 3 hit points to a creature too.
Yeah, you want to do that? You want to channel the power of Cord?
Yeah, absolutely. Just be like, okay, now stay still. Stay still.
Yeah.
I have to believe that's walk it off and rub some dirt onto it. That's Court channel divinity for you're injured.
Oh man, I don't know. I got to imagine it's like you're like, okay, so you got you got a spine there, a little fast. So I'm gonna do a little prayer, and he's like, okay, and then you rise into the air. You're like, and then the skies fell on the third day, and everyone's like, and let the wounded and let the brave rise up again against his masters, and it's like, oh, and her voice is booming with the sound of the thunder god, and he's like, okay, you're better. Like, okay, thank you. That's my interpretation anyway.
Actually, no, 100%. And also, I feel like it would have been just a little painful.
Oh yeah. You're like, be healed in the name of war, and then shoot him with lightning, and he's like, may your flesh be purified in the battles of war.
For Drystrand, I feel like it's definitely a mix of getting like really loud and angry with the prayer, but it's like after the bandaging is happening, it's definitely just like a long slap at the end of the bandage and just being like, and you're healed for 8 points of more. And also I'm gonna cure wounds you at the same time. So we're gonna do that too.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's a full Galadriel moment where she's like, as dark and as beautiful as the dawn. He's like, oh, and you heal him, and he's like, yeah, you're not. Shut the fuck up about this monk. So you're no monk. I don't know what that was. I was no monk. Are you kidding me?
So in total, it would be because it's 2d8 plus 3. I think plus the 8 is 18 points of heals back to him.
That's lovely. Yeah, he's healed. You look at the wound. You're like, yeah, that's good now. Well, you don't even look at it. You're like, you have faith. You have faith, baby. You're like, it'll be good. It'll be good. I could check it tomorrow, but I don't need to. He's like, holy fuck. He's like, intense. It's quite the band of adventures.
The problem character? Like, actually, is she a problem character?
What? What? That's, I think it's great.
Okay.
No, not at all. I think it's awesome. Um,
When all of
okay,
that's done, Yvain like leans over to Kira and goes, "All right, but that was hot, right? Like we can admit that was hot."
I wouldn't trust my preferences, Yvain. You've met my mother.
I would.
Yeah, she's hot too, actually.
That's crazy. I wouldn't trust. No one should trust my sexual preferences. Who knows what's going on there?
Listen,
That's very funny.
the funniest part
Emily
of
and
all of this is
Xander
that
are
somehow
interesting choice.
the funniest part of all of this is that somehow she circled around to Xander of all people. That still makes me laugh.
Yeah, you needed a typical sort of storybook kind of like kind of a you can relate to him a bit. He's like a low key knight. Okay, this I can great. Um, Amazing. With that, you have these like two Duragar who look like they've been wrapped up in webs, and they're fucking like you're like literally trying to bite the webs to break, or the glue. Excuse me, the glue to break as they kind of fiddle around in their captured state. Um, yeah, it's hot in here, but yeah, what's the plan, folks?
Do we want to
Hmm.
question them before I have to knock them unconscious?
I think that's probably for the best. We need a general layout and idea of where we're going.
And what we're up
Yvain will
against.
translate. So, whatever questions you want to ask, I will happily translate.
All right, I'm going to save us a little time here. Whoever would like to. Ooh, this is going to be. Actually, this is going to be. I need who would like to lead the intimidation check? Who's gonna lead the interrogation?
First run well.
Okay. I will need you to make it a disadvantage, however. There's a good reason for that. I'm not picking on you. Maybe it feels like I'm picking on Drystrom, but I'm not. I promise. I will say, Hunter Hork in the background goes, I feel like I leveled up. I feel like I did. When you play with these guys and you're here, you level up quicker. So I feel like I leveled up.
Fatherhood's
I know
changed
that,
you for
like-
the better.
The lower of the two is a 17
Oh my god,
plus
you
4.
crazy.
And a
Okay.
nat 20 and a 17. So 17, 18, 19, 20. 21 in the end.
21. Very, very
Intimidation.
impressive. Very, very impressive. Yeah, that will that's gonna get you some leeway, that's for sure. Well done. You guys come over and you will probably see something that is a little surprising. There's absolutely they're absolutely intimidated and afraid and all of these things. But you see like hateful defiance in their eyes. Like hateful in a way that is like unearned by you. Like they look at you with like the hate of like as if you were like you guys had killed their children and you were the like you and they were here to take vengeance on you. Like they don't look at you with just like a you scum or like a you fucking took down or a like an embedded deep seated hate. It's like impressive as they look at you. You're kind of taken aback by it. You probably haven't met anything on your journeys that has looked at you this way. Unless someone could correct me, I don't think you've met a creature as of yet that looks at you with such deep personal scorn. But they definitely look like they want to get away. They're terrified of your approach, but nonetheless that is laced up in there. So with Yvain as a ready translator, as you said, you approach your two prisoners. What do you say?
What are the top 3 questions we need to ask them? Do we think? No, like just as a group, what are the top 3 things we think we need to ask them?
How long is it going to take for the people that just left to get to Emberhold?
Ember was saying something about do we need a verbal description so we can get a map made?
For me, it's less about a map and more realizing or figuring out how much ground we have to make up. Because if they're running, they're not stopping till they get there. And the longer that we sit here and let them get further away, the more time they have to prepare for us getting there.
And then do we want to ask what we should expect when we get there?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll go with those 2 first. Drycen's gonna demand to know how quickly the people who escaped can get to Emberhold and what we need to expect is going to be waiting for us.
The one Duergar, I'll say that there's both of them definitely have like hates up here, fears underneath it for both of them. But one is certainly more fearful than the other. And I'll say that the one, so I'm going to say that there's like one who's very much more spiteful and one that's like more fearful under the hate. The one who's more spiteful looks to the nearest burning roof, which is still lit. And he'll look back to you and say, which Yvain translates, "What does it matter? They already know you're coming." And then the second question was what to expect. It says, "You can expect to die. Emberhold is not the same place your kind visited all those years ago. It is made now to be your doom. You filthy uplanders."
Oh my.
Okay.
He says that through like gritted, like ripe, passionate anger. Like he can barely get it out instead of screaming. Like he would just want to scream at you.
You're very, very angry. I don't suppose you've seen an uplander, as you would say, with a big hammer. I reckon you probably like this one.
He looks at you and chuckles, almost like in a spiteful way, like he knows a secret. He says, "You're looking for hammers. You come to the right place. I give you that. Perhaps it'll be your brains unminced by one soon enough."
Perhaps. Hey, Ember, could you put up an image of the hammer Sheila? I would like to know if she has a presence down here, if we're just hoping.
Sure. I can minor illusion. Version of her.
Yeah, you do so. Both of them look. I'll say that the more spiteful one looks at it with almost like a religious zealotry, like a religious ecstasy. The image appears and he kind of like he's looking at Jesus. The other one looks at it with a similar sort of like religious fervency, but it's fear. Not in like a oh no she's gonna hurt me kind of fear, but in like a fear of God kind of way. Uh, Go ahead, sir.
Excellent. They are they are familiar with our present quarry.
It goes. the bringer of the new age. See, I met her and lived.
Yes, she's run from us twice. We're hoping if we come here, she won't have any place else to run.
He roars in anger as you say that. He goes, you can't say that. He ran from no outlet of plunder. Run. No. She's brought you here, yes, right? Brought you here to test us. To test our faith. Test our faith of the new way.
New
The
way.
new way.
Aye, we're better now. Stronger now for the faith she's brought. Emberhold. Our city is great now. We will not suffer your kind again.
Oh. So the worship of Torog is new. Well,
The
that's
great crawling king. He has made us strong. Stronger than we ever were. No longer will we have to deal with your kind, you filthy man-eating assassins.
man-eating.
This place will be your doom, you savage bastards.
Oh my. And as Yvain translates this, her demeanor is deceptively mild, almost amused.
His response to that is like, sometimes it seems frustrating to him, but other times it's like satisfying to him, where he's almost like looking at someone who's like sometimes it pisses him off, but other times it's like, again, this bitter sort of like, I don't know, hatred that your aloofness kind of, he's like good, they don't understand the gravity. This is kind of what you see on his face.
All right, so I'm guessing Hamashila came in, offered them the protection of the crawling king, and they probably made some improvements. They will all be like this, full of venom. And that is unlikely we'll be able to treat with them for anything, I think.
Well, can't join them. We beat them. We get what we came for, and we leave. We tried diplomacy. All right. What do you want to do with these two?
Run. Tell her the Aurora Concordant has come. Her day is nigh. Run. Flee.
I will translate that.
Okay. Understood. They get up. They the one that's a little more fearful, like both of them, like they don't sprint away. I think the fearful one gets up and he's like a little like, patting the bitter one who did most of the talking. He's like, come on, let's go, kind of thing. And again, still all the while like looking past him at you guys like you're like Crips in their bloods or whatever. Probably worse than that. The last guy kind of like looks at you all as if he's taking in your faces as if you all just killed his like child in front of him or something. And he spits on the ground with from the lava, between the heated rocks anyway. And then the two of them will jog off to go return to the Ember Holds.
Yeah, now we got to roll the commander for keys.
Yeah, if you start looking through the bodies, you find, arms and armor and I'll say electrum coinage because it's the Underdark, which is half the value of a gold piece. Um, the commander, um, what do you have?
These signet rings,
Yeah.
symbols, you know, authority.
Um, I will say, I don't know if he would have. Yeah, he probably has a key ring on him. Sure, why not? Um, you find a key ring. Yeah, I'll say you can take a key ring.
Okay.
Um, I don't. I think it would be surprisingly few keys on them, though. It looks more like a personal ring than anything. As for symbols, no signet rings. Like he doesn't seem to be like nothing of a noble cast, but definitely like marks of military prestige, which you expect in this kind of culture is about the same thing as like a noble's ring. Um, in what form would that come? Why don't we say it's like a bracer? Why don't we say like um? You could probably do better than that. Well, it's probably a suit of armor. He's wearing a suit of very fine plate armor. For Duragar, of course. It's very sorry, I admit you're catching me a little off guard. Let me go look at the art and give you a proper. Oh, it was the helmet, wasn't it? Way back when you guys initially took out the Duragara West run, you took the helmet. We said the helmet was the symbol of
I think so.
prestige here. So yeah, we will say like he's wearing full plate armor. It's the helmet. Yeah. So his armor is like plate armor. It's very nice armor. He's got a big shield, a big hammer, but the only symbol he carries is this like um I guess fin, I guess you would call it, or like a plate or something that kind of like comes up off of the forehead of the helmet and has like a symbol on it. And admittedly, it's distinct from the original helmet you had. It's probably either a symbol of rank or house or something like that. All right. Is there anything else you guys want out of the bodies of the cavern? I can give you specific electrum if you guys want to take the coins.
That yeah, might as well.
Sure.
Adventuring's expensive.
Yeah. One, two, three, four. Four of those guys and a warlord. Okay. Altogether, you guys apparently they didn't have a lot of money on them. 4, 8, 9. You get 11 Electrum coins. They are minted with what looks to be like some kind of like Duragar dwarven looking face.
Okay.
Um, in
Do we
Undercall. Oh yeah, go ahead.
do we want to try to jump the shark a little?
I'm listening. What do you in mind?
I have the commander's helmet. It would be attuned to his place of rest and that sort of thing. If he's from Emberhold, we've got a helmet. We can get there fairly quickly.
I mean, they're expecting us here.
And it's a lot easier to take down defenses from the inside than the outside.
Is that the truth? Oh, is me Joey okay?
Yeah, you see Wee Jelly's fine. Wee Jelly's like floating around happily.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Yep, fair enough.
But it will be dropping us right in the middle of whatever the crap is.
I'm game. I also didn't get hit.
Let's do whatever health checks we need to do. Also, do we think they're going to come out this way?
Oh, they're going to send a reprisal force of some variety.
Would it behoove us to wait until they're in getting close to engaging and then zapping out that way? This is a matter of confusion. I don't know. I'm truly asking.
That's not the world's worst idea.
I think the difference is how much of their forces we think they're going to commit. We scared him pretty good, but if what he said was right, Ember holds
It
a
de-
fortress no matter what.
it depends. It depends on how much that fervor extends, because we've effectively said the champion of your newly chosen god is on notice. We pretty much threw the gauntlet down. If they are truly zealots, they're going to get their material prepped and their dwarves, and judging by this spot, that isn't going to take a very long period of time. And they're going to come, my guess would be, with overwhelming force, because the volume of spite is not insignificant. So putting out the towers and waiting for them to roll up towards the backside, and then jumping effectively behind them is not the world's worst idea.
My thought is it would pull them out of position a bit. It's only going to buy us a bit of time, but
And it means we get
any
to
amount of
rest till
time.
they get here.
All right. Oh, yes. Do you need to prepare the spell or anything? Like one of those
No,
things that you need like a
I'm
minute
just going to
to
use the helmet, our
prepare.
teleportation helmet, and this dude's hat, because wherever he is domiciled, wherever he is, the importance and value of that key ring, which he doesn't have a lot of keys onto, and that helmet form a link to the place where they're stored. You know, his domicile in Emberhold when he's not on duty. That would be my thought.
All right. Well, let's get together.
Now, if we're going to have some time, do you have the skull with you, Yvain?
I do, but I'm not currently attuned to it, so that would take me a moment. I don't know that I've got the hour to do it. But yes, I have him with me.
Well, because it would be handy to have that description of where.
I'm exceedingly happy to to begin the process, and we will see if we actually have that long. I have a feeling we won't have a full hour, but it costs me nothing to put forward.
I do have a way for all of us to have the benefits of a short rest. I have prayers of healing. Up to 5 creatures of my choice can gain the benefits of a short rest, regain 2d8 hit points. Can't be affected by the spell until we finish a long rest after it, but it's only a 10-minute spell.
That's a fantastic idea.
Actually,
Brian, what's the space on the other side of the gate look like? Is it the same giant sized cavern?
On the other side of the gate, to what are you referring specifically?
The gate that everybody ran through to run away.
Oh, over here. It's
Yeah.
not a gate. It's fully open. It is flanked by these two towers, but it is like fully open and gives a clean view of Emberhold. And the space between here and there.
I've had a slightly better idea than trying to tie on to that guy's stuff.
okay.
Like you
Red.
can see Emberhold. You can fully teleport there if you want to try to.
More importantly, I'm gonna send Red on ahead. Send him high.
Now, while you can see it, it is very much off in the distance. Like it's like the first sight of Amon when you're approaching from the plains. It's still several miles off. But you totally can. I'm just letting you know that's pretty far away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
It'll take some time is all.
We'll do the rest and prep here because our goal is to make them travel as far as possible. So this is as far as possible.
All right. All right, all right, all right. So you guys want to settle in for a short rest?
Yes, and also I will ask Horik um if any of these weapons, not that he would want to touch them, but are any of the weapons of interest to him?
Oh, I mean, he looks around. He goes, I mean, they're fine. I just prefer what I've got. Is all from Krykamar. Yeah,
Perfect.
no, but they're
That's
fine enough
great.
weapons. I don't know why. I mean, any one of you could, unless there's something I don't know.
I am not familiar with the weapons that you're used to, but I suppose my feeling is that nothing should go wasted, and if there's something that you prefer, you should avail yourself of it, is all.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh no, don't get me wrong. I think you got the right instinct. I'm just I'm a ranger, and I think it's part of kind of our ranger culture, shall we say, that you know you get very familiar with your own equipment. You know, that's all. Yeah, you guys can settle in. Horik is very uncomfortable. As you said, you guys are like, yeah, they'll probably send like an immense retaliatory force. Let's wait on it. He's like, what? Okay. All right. We'll just wait for them to send whatever they think can kill you. Whatever they're pretty certain about actually can kill you.
Hero will look
Um,
between him and Wee Jelly. Oh God. Actually, this is an above table logistics question. How big is Wee Jelly?
Weejelly is considered a tiny creature. He's about the size
Oh,
of
he's
like,
teeny.
yeah, he's like that. He's like that. He's like the size of your head, maybe smaller.
I thought he was big. Oh no. Okay.
No,
Okay,
he's
no.
tiny. He's a little guy.
Then this makes my next statement extremely applicable. Kiro's gonna look at Horik and kind of look between him and Wee Jelly floating next to apparently his head and go, "We hired you to get us here. You don't have to go in. You could go back."
Okay. Um, yeah, yeah. Um, I mean, you're attacked respectfully. I mean, I am no tactician, but your tactics are fucking insane. Well, I mean, with all due respect, and I guess you're just on another playing field. You're on different level entirely. The game board's changed. Um, so you know what? I mean, if you're sure, I mean, I don't want to abandon you if you needed more knowledge.
You
I
did
mean,
exactly what we asked you to do and more, considering we left you for like a day. And
okay.
you're a father now. You have other concerns.
Oh, you mean? Oh God. He's like, you're a father now, and he goes, what? And he goes, oh, you mean me, Jelly? Oh, you scared me,
We're
terrify me.
we're
Ooh, I'm
we're
much too
quite
young to be
fond of.
having children. I'm only 80. Holy shite. Oh, anyway, yeah, if you're sure, I mean, yeah, I'll turn around if you like. Is there anything you need before I go? Anything you want to know about? Uh, I mean, I mean, it's been 20 years, but I know about Vox Machina's journey here a little bit. So, I mean, I know their tale well enough. And if you don't need anything, I can be on my way. But don't
Uh,
hesitate if you still want me.
do they include much of a much of a layout story what the of like how the city's put together, where the Heat Big Cheese lives, or
In
how it's
in a
orchestrated.
in a little bits of detail. I mean, none of them were particularly scholarly. And the only one who would tell the tale is the bard and Scanlan Shorthalt, and his work is a bit, I think, perhaps embellished, but a little bit enough. Okay, let's see. What can I tell you? When they went through, it was like a gargantuan fortress city made of ebony and serrated stonework and magma falls and a rather big place, very open. Um, he kind of looks across the way to the city that you behold, which is not open. Whatever he's like, I mean, that's what it was 20 years ago. Yeah, now it looks. I mean, he said a fortress city, and maybe it was at one point, but now it looks like the prison that holds the fortress city inside the fortress city. He's like, so maybe that's a little off the neck. But as for how they were able to get the place where the big cheese is, you say, um, let's see, let me think. They were ruled by this aberrant creature called Kilvarn, um, and captured Emberhold in his tyranny. And he brought them under his mind controlling abilities. Um, and there was a bit of civil strife to do with all of that. But then good old Vox Machina showed up. What did they do? Oh, that's right. They were having some trouble getting through a trap door. So Scanlan Shorthalt and Pike Trickfoot teleported, knocking sentries off of the walls, making a surprise attack, alerting the city. They made their way deeper in. They freed a good friend of theirs named Lady Kima Vord, who is a halfling paladin, I believe. I think Bahamut. Anyway, they proceeded through, fighting all the while, broke the background of their assault, made their way in, teleported into the throne room, and killed the king and queen. And yes, I mean they fought basilisks. I think Grog Strongjaw got mind controlled, but they broke him free and again teleported away. So unfortunately, their records aren't terribly reliable because they largely just kind of teleported around the city a bunch and killed who they needed to kill. So that's how that went down. Oh, and of course, not to forget, as they escaped, they kind of broke open. I think it was like they overflowed some lava. I think it was a dam or something, and basically like burned the city alive. So it was unfortunately their records of the actual interior and the landscape is very spotty because they were just kind of bopping around everywhere, eh? And also they
Probably,
burned the whole damn place. So
yeah, probably a fair amount of it got inundated, and well, that's just not healthy.
yeah, so and even they said it was wide open, and even that tells you enough that that's probably not the best thing to go by this point. But yeah, I hope something I told you in there might be of assistance. The king's name was King Murgle and Queen Ulara. Um, Vox Machina attempted to deceive them, like you did, Mr. Van Zyl, about Ring of Brass, and they were able to see through the deception. A battle ensued, and Scanlan Shorehalt killed them. So that is how the king and queen was killed. Yeah. Is there anything else specific? Any other specifics you might wish to know about? But maybe forgotten to tell. That's mostly the information. I told you about the rumor about the potential heir of Murgle. Yeah. She might be around, might not. Again, these are rumors from, like fourth party captured possible Duragar, maybe Underdark rumors. So maybe true, maybe not.
I'm starting to understand why they hate us so much.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Hey, yeah. You're just one day you're sitting around, the next day a group of people from above just assassinate your king and queen and burn your city to the ground. And also insult your military, and they seem to be pretty military people, right? They cut through your whole military like it's butter. Yeah, that explains a lot. He kind of looks again at Amber Holt, and he's like, "Yeah, I think they're yeah."
They 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 took that to yeah.
Yeah. They didn't forget that. I don't think. I don't think I would forget that if someone did that to Craghammer.
No. Honestly,
All right.
if
Fire
Hammer
cult
was here, we
tried
could
that
maybe leave them alone.
Craighammer.
And then Hammer Sheila, as you call her, shows up and says, "Hey, I've got a great god who will protect you from your enemies." I mean, how do you say no? I mean, that makes sense, I suppose.
They're paranoid people and somebody offered them control. I don't blame them for it.
I do feel a bit like a shit. I mean, we can't let the betrayers win, but
they're not good people. They are not. They were not upstanding citizens before Vox Machina came along. From what it sounds like, it's just understanding where they're coming from it explains their motivations.
Yeah, in fairness to the Duragar people, they were under the control of an aberrant. The large point of their population had been under the mind control of this Kivarn creature from some other plane of existence.
Yeah,
so
I give an extraordinary amount of latitude. It is a thing to be controlled by something you don't wish to be controlled by.
Right. Yeah. And then to have your city knocked over because of the thing that took over your mind. And I mean, that's no justice for these folks, eh? And now 20 years later, they've been obsessing about it, and now they're where they're at, and it's a tricky situation. But I probably best not to think about it too much if they're gonna, go in there and,
They set their sights on Western and they align themselves with the lady that tried to bash all of our heads in. Two things can be true at once. Multiple things are true at once.
That's true. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
As much sympathy as there may be, I saw what they did to entire settings in Western,
As did I.
and they didn't have to do that. They are effectively being controlled again.
True. Aye, true. I mean, in fairness, we're kind of doing the same thing, aren't we? We've been told that they're terrible, horrible, evil people, and we're here, burning their outposts to the ground. And it's a vicious cycle, eh? Vengeance and all that, and misinformation, and pick your god, right? We came with the Storm Lord. Gotta kick their arses, eh?
Well, there's some truth
I've
to
had
that
too
too.
many philosophical questions. No. Joyce Friend is disturbed. She's had too many philosophical discussions within the past 3 days, especially of this nature. She's so done.
Maybe as this the conversation's going on, you can't help but see the flick of dark eye kind of in the back of your head. Maybe as this conversation's going on, not
I feel like Joyce
in a
Friend's face. No,
literal,
no.
yeah.
Specifically, but Joyce Friend's face is definitely this right now. It's just this.
I think as things settle down, Yvain's going to take a moment and think on her diadem and just actually not just the diadem, but Moradin himself has blessed her sickle as well as the Moonweaver. So I think she's just going to sit and pray for wisdom to Moradin. Like, just guide my hand, guide my eyes, help us to do what is right and what honors you, help us not to do wrong or to make wrong by accident. If there is healing that can be done, let it be done. If not, let us protect with goodness in our hearts. It's just that kind of prayer.
Understood. Do you wish to commune as one of your powers in the diadem, if you're thinking about it?
Actually, yeah.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah, okay. Here's what I'll say. You pray for guidance and to move on and to think of other things, and you feel the presence of like Moradin and what would Moradin do and what Moradin's thoughts on this. Um um I think and the specifics for commune are like one question, right?
3.
Three questions. Okay. Okay. I'll be a little more loose with this. Um we'll make this a little more of a conversation. You don't know if you speak to Morden directly, or if you're sort of interacting with his consciousness, or um, perhaps even like a herald of his great word. But these thoughts start coming to you, these questions start coming to you, mighty, resolved. I think the first question. Well, actually, this is the first thing that comes to you. Sorry, I'm forming it as I'm putting my inside thoughts outside. You are shown a moment that you heard about in rumor back in Craghammer. You don't recognize anyone in the vision. But you do see a Duragar prisoner, not unlike your warlord that you just took out just now. And he's clearly in like Craghammer. and he's surrounded by Craghammer warriors that are sort of interrogating. They speak in Dwarvish, but in this moment you can understand the tongue as if it were your own. Oh my goodness. Sorry, hang on. Okay, there we go. It's driving me a little crazy. Let's see here. Just want to make sure I'm getting the right info before I start here. Where did it go? Oh, I know where it is. Sorry, this is important, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. There we go. All right, here we go. Okay, this Duragar does seem like a warlord, but even still, he seems more decorated than any other. In fact, in this moment, this individual reminds you of Zundak. The way he carries himself is one of somebody who is used to being listened to, no matter what. Very much like a prince. He is captured. They're in Craghammer at the quarry. There are dead Duragar, and a warrior stands before him. A champion of Craghammer stands before him with his hammer held. And Dwarvish, he says, "In the name of the 5 ruling houses of Craghammer, you have invaded our lands, and for this and the deaths you and your kin have reaped, I sentence you to death on this battlefield. Do you have any last words before I split your filthy skull?" And he says, 6. The dwarf tilts his head. He goes, "What?" He says, "We are 6 houses." And the dwarf kind of widens his eye and brings his hammer down. You are asked the question, are the Duragar misguided? What is your answer, Yvain?
Yes, they are misguided.
And he says, and then the voice says, "I am not the god of justice. I am the god of kin and clan and family. And who is it the misguided should be brought back for before Arathis takes her toll?" And the image of your mother wrapped in spider silk appears. "Is your mother misguided?" says the voice.
No. She's a mother protecting a child.
"Perhaps," says the voice. "She does evil and intends to do evil in the name of what she believes is good. You must do what you think is best. But I don't think you come to me asking for permission to kill them. I think you come to me asking for permission to offer redemption to lost sons.
Would you take them back?
I will always have a place in my heart for kin. Misguided or not, they are dwarf, and they've been mistreated and misguided and allured. And you well know, wise one, they do not look to the crawling king out of pure faith. They look to him out of fear and lies. They do not know the surface in 1,000 years. They only know the lies they've been told. They do not have truth. They have accepted a prison of steel so that the walls will keep them out as well as themselves in. Do what is right in your heart. Choice is yours. But you know the worth of family to the misguided. This is a commune. That was a long answer, but I will give you 2 other questions if you have them.
Is Anarkin and Bari alive?
She yet lives.
Praise you. Praise you. Can contract. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, if Moradin was still speaking, I would have never interrupted.
Okay. Sorry, I was. He says, but I'll implore you to do what you have come here to do out of the whale. Look into your heart. And I think you'll know in your heart that Honorkin and Bari needs help.
There's a contract that created the Kettlegeist. It cannot be broken. Can it be transferred?
Now, for my knowledge above table, are you asking if the role of Cadogeist can be transferred, or if the contract can be transferred? This contract itself.
The contract itself there's a contract that created the Kettlegeist, right?
Yeah.
So can this thing that created the Kettlegeist, could that be moved from one individual to another?
Says, it is not without great difficulty that your group has done it once before. And you know the legends, and they're mostly true. Armies and wizards have come together to try and end the Cadogeist, and it could not be made. So, if you seek the contract, the Cadogeist, it was a contract conceived by the 2 most deceitful beings in existence. It can be transferred, the role of Cadogeist. but you know the cost of the last. Jor-El no longer is the Cato Geist, because Jor-El no longer is. Actually, I apologize. He wouldn't have said Jor-El, because Jor-El has never and does not exist. But he will say that. He'll say the contract was transferred because the last wielder of the mantle ceased to be, and not without any small amount of magical power.
I was wondering if the same sort of magical power could take it off one Kedageist and put it onto someone else. Perhaps someone who's not sympathetic to either of the ones who made the contract.
I have not seen this contract myself and not dealt with its specifics personally. Not even Ayud, my sister of knowledge, would know the specifics that is between the Spider Queen and the Lord of Hells, but I will warn you this, Yvain Starborn. The wrath of the Spider Queen has not come to you, because it is your mother who holds the role now. But consider the ire that you will bring upon yourselves if this is done again to mince with the plans of the Spider Queen. Her tactics are most underhanded. I fear you may not like what she brings to bear if you were to do it a second time. She made a prize of your mother, and for that, her wrath has been abstained. I doubt it might happen a second.
You said.
The spirit of Morden fades from you. You find yourself back in the cavern. The diadem's power kind of seals some. The light from the center fades, but you do feel, not in a bad way, not in like a numb way, but you do feel stone around your heart. You do feel almost like the floor in this very cavern. It's Your heart is of stone. It is strong. It can face what is to come. It also has a fire that burns within it, like planet itself. And that is the very essence of the commandments of the Allhammer. Stoicism, but the tenacity to face catastrophe. And as you wait, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to learn Dwarvish next.
Well, as you sit and as you guys await the retaliatory force meant to, by the Duergar to take you all down, we will take a break. As your party takes a break, we'll take a break.
Huzzah!
You know what? What's going on with my music? I can't hear it. Either way, yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so, let me check here. I think you guys are going to get your short rest. Yeah, you're gonna get your short rest. Tell me about the short rest though. In whatever fashion you like, whether that be thoughts or activities or whatever. But I'm definitely more interested in what you're physically doing in this particular one. So I'm gonna go around really quick. I'll start with you, Ember, because I see you're not muted. What is Ember up to? Is there anything he's doing on the short rest specifically?
Nothing that I can immediately think of.
Okay.
Probably I'd let Red kind of sit in that kind of forward observer type because, well, we can.
Yeah, fair. Okay.
If the ceiling height is, like 45 feet and he's got 60 worth of blind sense, suck him right to the roof,
Yeah.
if it's order of miles to Emberhold, have him
Yeah.
go a mile out and just attach himself to the roof.
Yeah, fair enough. What is Red's passive perception?
Extra red. Passive perception is a 12.
Understood. Okay, let's keep her going around. Yvain, I'm going to pick on you next, if that's okay. What
Certainly.
is Yvain getting up to on the short rest?
Strangely enough, I think that she's going to grab. She has a book on the Scattering Wall,
Oh, cool.
and she's going to reread the information on the third one, just to make it fresh in her mind.
Understood. Now, as far as the Scattering War goes, you said the third one. I'm not. Why don't you tell me what you're? Yeah.
So there were. The father was killed. Brother one was killed. The third brother, who would be the final one to be killed, and it would end the Scattering War.
Mm-hmm.
He made a deal as a warlock, and he could, like, I know who his deal was with, and I know it wasn't with the Prince of the Undead. But did he somehow have control over those troops? Like, what were his forces, and where were they coming from? Specifically, the third son, or the second son.
Yeah. Roll me a history check and take advantage because you got the book.
Oh shit, that's nice. Give me a moment so that I can check the thing here. What is my thingy doodle? History. All right, so that is a 17.
17. Okay. So you are thinking of Trist Drassig,
Yeah.
King Trist Drassig. That's his name. And he is the second son of Warren Drassig, who is considered the Drassig. Yeah, it was largely considered that Trist lacked his father's military prowess and ability to inspire his troops, nor his brother's magical abilities. And quickly, Zan Tal'Dorei, the human woman who was leading the armies of Singorn and the armies of Tal'Dorei, or the armies of whatever. I'm not going to get in the weeds here. So he was really unequipped for this whole situation. And he largely was considered to have made several pacts with fiends to regain the advantage. It was a very desperate move, and it made a lot of trouble for Zan Tal'Dorei, and they met on the Umbra Hills for the final battle where the forces of good, met the forces of evil. I would say in a common history book, and with the 17, I don't think you're going to largely know about the specifics of the dark magics that came to play, but it was largely considered that, Trist forged an alliance with demonkind and made a massive demon army. And those armies met on the Umbra Hills and clashed. And so much demon blood was spilled that the hills became covered in black flowers with the blood of demons, and thus why it was renamed the Umbra Hills. Um, it was a very, very, very hard fought battle because the demons seemed endless, but in the end, Zan was finally able to face Trist in single combat and won. And thus the pacts were broken and the armies defeated. That is largely what you would know. But the text is very specific about demon kind, as opposed to, say, devil. And that Tristan made such pacts. If you want to get into more specific lore about that, you have powers of divination, but a common history book probably isn't going to detail the more darker specifics of acts made by an evil king.
Yeah, I just needed to refresh my memory.
Yeah, no problem. And then obviously it resulted in the creation of the monarchy of Tal'Dorei. Monarchy is the technical word we used, but Zan Tal'Dorei did not like it and did not want to be a monarch or a queen, but the people insisted. And I think the book would go on to say that, like, if you see my volume, blah 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 blah, my next book, blah 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 blah, blah, we will talk about the political, blah, 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 where and basically it says like, what happened next is very interesting in the political world, because Tal'Dorei apparently did not want the role of monarch, but the people, having, all this had just happened, all she had done, they insisted upon it, and considering the political climate, it would have been really bad if she hadn't. So she accepted it, but went under the name of Sovereign Zan Tal'Dorei as opposed to Queen, as a sort of political symbol that she's not trying to lord over everyone. And it's very loose about that, but goes on to say like the political, whatever afterwards, very interesting for political science majors. And then the falling out of the last of the Tal'Doreis, which was Sovereign. Sovereign Uriel Tal'Dorei was killed at the hands of the Chroma Conclave, and blah 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 blah. But yeah, that's generally the news when it comes to Trist. I would say there's also probably an image in the book, an artistic rendition, of course, and it's very like loosely sketched. It's not colored in. It's no great artwork, but I'll post it because it's from the book, Tal'Dorei Reborn, and it's really fucking cool. And you guys might enjoy seeing it. I gotta post it on Facebook because it's a WEPD, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why they ever decided to create that image file type, but whatever. Alrighty then. Warp breakers. Nope, that's not it. That's my other crew. Oh, I'll put it in the Discord. Right, we're on Discord now. Woo! Okay, that should be it. I really like this picture. It's actually very, very cool, very dramatic. Very bleak. Well, alrighty then. Moving right along. Drycerin, why don't I hit you up next? What is it that Drycerin's getting up to on the wrist?
Getting the ballista bolts out of her and, licking those wounds.
The very fair and true answer to say is that you are bandaging your wounds, which is the common use of a short wound. Yeah, very fair, very, very fair. And last but not least, Kuro. What about you?
Hero is probably sitting Because you said we can see Emberhold through the gate on the opposite side of the cavern, right?
Very visibly, almost as if it were framed.
I think she has not put the trident away since they got here because I hate all of this. But I
Fair.
think she sits purposefully facing Emberhold and just kind of sits there with the trident propped up over her shoulder, just thinking, and I think also prepping now that we have had the philosophical discussion of this is the history that these people have come to, and for better or for worse, now you understand some of the rationale behind why they've made the decisions that they've made, and she is reckoning with the fact that she herself cannot fault them for it, and yet it is her job to go in and stop them for something that by all accounts was never their fault.
Hmm. Ever the ever the champion of the cause of death and fate. Um, fair enough. Fair enough. Kind of having a steeling yourself against your enemy. Fair enough. Okay, short rest completes. You certainly, if you haven't already, you can certainly roll dice. Hunter Hork was sent off, right? He's going back to Craghammer.
He's got a
Yeah.
penis to think
Yeah.
right now.
Okay, yeah. He's leveling quick, but you know, he's really good. He's a scout captain. He's a CR3, which is really impressive for CR4 as of the last battle, which is really impressive for just like the average individual. And it's worth recognizing, and it's that I don't think I do it enough. At your level, people, you guys are absolutely like heroes that come around once every couple hundred years. Like it's just so happens that Vox Machina had their thing going on or whatever. Level 15, the things you guys can do, like the warlords of these Duragar dudes who are a war people is 6. They're CR6, and they are the military experts, like warriors. There might be guys in there that are better fighters. It's true, but we should appreciate that you guys are fucking demigods. It's pretty impressive. Anyway, anyway. Um. Okay. Hey, Ember, make an insight check. You seem to be the only one whose mind is actually steered towards Emberhold in like a physical way as opposed to a philosophical way.
14.
14. I'll just say you have like an itch on the back of your head. Where, the guy said like, he looked at the torch and he's like, they know you're here now. And while you guys are sitting here and healing and preparing, and there's no obvious signs of anything else going on, if the dwarf was right and they know that you guys are here now, and you didn't get everybody, like you didn't stop everybody from exiting this place, and more still, the flame braziers might have been a note that there was an issue. It's sort of like standing on the hill looking down at the enemy camp before a great battle, like a Braveheart style battle. And you're like, they're prepping. They know we're here. They're doing whatever. They're doing something. And it just kind of itches the back of your head a little bit, just like, what are they up to, kind of thing. Okay.
And
Okay.
To that end, Ryan.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to break out what I specifically bought. 1, 2, 3, 4. I bought 5, so I have a spare. But we're gonna chain read 4 scrolls.
Oh, cool.
And you get see invisibility, you get see invisibility, you get see invisibility, you get see invisibility.
Oh.
Because in talking with the folks when we were in Craghammer, the ability to make themselves unseen was a known tactic that the Duergar used.
Yeah, and they used it in
And
this fight just now, yeah.
and I bought an hour's worth of no, let's pay attention to this.
Fair enough. Can't argue with the logic. Absolutely. Oy, oy, oy. Okay. Okay. Red notes to you, Ember, around the end of your short, a little after your short rest. He will note to you that there is, I don't know how smart Red is. Probably not too smart. He says, there are big rocks coming across the ceiling.
Big rocks
And he
coming
would have
across the
flown
ceiling.
back. Yeah, and he would have flown back to have told you that because I believe. Oh, you're a special warlock. You can talk across the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but basically tells you in your head like you should see this. This is weird.
And we'll take a look
Yeah,
because
you'll
I
take a look.
can.
Yeah, you see across the cavern roof now maybe like 200 feet from the entrance to the cavern you're in is these two stalactites. So from the roof are sort of very slowly, like 10 feet at a time, and not dashing. So just 10 feet at a time, just. In fact, I'm making sound effects, but that's not entirely accurate. They just look like large stalactites that are just kind of moving. Some of the ceiling dust kind of falls down a little bit as they make their approach, but it's just these two very large stalactites that mix in with the others that are just moving in your direction. And as they move by Red, who is not moved and they don't seem to mind, Red gets a pretty plain view at the base where you see these like maybe a dozen tendrils are like wrapping around the stalactite in front and then kind of pulling it on and then whipping out and lacing and pulling it on. And that seems to be its mode of transportation.
Oh, lovely. Folks, there are big rocks on the ceiling that are walking this way. And to make Kiro feel more at home, apparently they have tentacles.
Yeah, I love it. That's great. That's funny. I'll grab passive perceptions now that everybody's kind of been roused.
25.
Ooh.
17.
Okay.
13.
25 passive perception? God damn! That's impressive. That's very impressive. Nobody else talk. 25 wins. If you can beat 25, you let me know. Very impressive, Yvain. Very good job. Yeah, Yvain, you are, god damn, not, you're Obi-Wan Kenobi is what you are. Not to be snuck up on. You are definitely going to spot, you hear this imperceivably quiet, this little, and you kind of look around. What's the range on invisible, or see invisible, Ember? Anywhere within sight?
I believe so. Let me double check
Yeah.
for you quick, like a bunny.
Cool.
Hold down to the scroll. It's because it's not there.
It probably is just sight. I'm guessing.
That's my presumption. But
Okay, then we're gonna go
I
with
mean,
that. Yeah, if you want to correct me at any point, go right ahead. But I think that's probably the answer. Yvain, yeah, you hear this like almost imperceivable like touchdown, and you look over to, let's say, like, I don't know, on high, one of the ledges, like maybe in front of this ballista over here.
Mhm.
Um, or probably not directly in front of the ballista, maybe like on one of these little guys over here, for perspective, like maybe over here. And you see this one dwarf, Durgar, um, who is dressed in leather armor, studded leather armor, um, isn't wearing a hood, bald. Unlike most of the other Duergar, is actually like a very kind of short, close to the face, kind of white beard. Most of them just kind of have like a, the dwarven pride about beards and everything. This guy just has like a short one close to the face. Actually seemingly like bushy, but somewhat well groomed eyebrows, completely perfectly bald. And then very nice leather armor. He's invisible, but you can see him. And he touches down, and he just kind of like is like in the fucking Skyrim stance for stealth, whatever. He's just like low on one knee, making himself small, um, almost imperceivable. In his stealth, he's like perfectly blended with the shadows and everything. Perhaps it's how used to having someone skilled with stealth you are. You're able to know the tricks, maybe. And also you're the fucking glow stick of destiny. I don't know why I'm stuck on that one, but that's what you are. Uh,
Okay.
um, but you see this guy, and he sits there, and he just like touches down. He doesn't seem to be armed in any way, as a note. And he just sits there, and he watches you.
I'm going to.
He's not poisoning a blade. He's not doing any number of things you might expect someone like Zarvog to do before a battle. He's not like he's not even in a good striking position. He's actually across a lava. He just drops down from a ledge and plants himself there and watches from afar. Um,
I think Yvain's going to look directly at him and point to everyone else and point right where he is.
Now, if you look right at him, he's looking at you. You're going to give
Okay.
away that he knows you're there, right?
Okay. So yeah, then I will just tell everyone, all right, we've had our first drop in over here, and just sort of like move her eyes in the direction of where he is and hope everyone can see where she's sort of jetting her eyes.
Anyone can make a perception check if they want to see what Yvain sees. He's really well hidden.
yeah, no.
25,
22.
22, nice. 25 gets an eye on him. And I think at that point he like leaves. um, you might I gave you the cue, Yvain, but I think after like actual perception checks and people looking around, and then you Kiro locking in on him, he's like, he knows he's been made, and he leaves. You don't know if he leaves, but he certainly enters into like full cover. He's not just perched anymore. He could be gone, he could not be gone. Um, okay. Um, this is where the fun begins. Okay, team. I am going to need you to make a staving throw for me. As you roll, perched and well. No, I'm going to give the passive perception respect. You are going to see coming out of the same. I'm gonna give it to you, Vane. I'll give it to you as well, Kiro, because you rolled a really and Bryce, actually. You guys all rolled really excellent active perception checks. On the other side of the room, coming out from like the ballista holes in the wall, from the three of them, you are going to see like shadows start moving. A couple, maybe less than a dozen, start to emerge all around you. You're getting the sense that whatever they've prepared is approaching. And it's at that point that I'm going to ask for a con save from everybody as something gets tossed from the dark. And I will say, for fun, because Kiro, you rolled the best perception actively, it lands at your feet, and it looks like a little... Man, how do I even describe this? It looks like a little, like, upside-down urn of clay, and it looks like it has, like, a sad grin with, like, teeth in, like, a downwards half moon. It has tears coming out of its one eye at the center of the design, and that center of eye is filled with, like, a red dust. And as it hits the ground in front of you and cracks, that dust begins to leak out. As it hits the hot rock, it goes and then goes and explodes in your face and around your party. I need that con saves from everybody.
$18.
Save?
19.
26. Sorry.
Don't be sorry. Just really good. You're good. How did Yvain do? You're muted.
It was 26.
Holy fuck. Yeah, this dust goes up. You guys are like, okay. You have the one, One Punch Man, when the guy's like powering up on the moon or whatever, and he's just got this like blank, I don't give a fuck face. That's all of you guys in the dust cloud. However, as you're breathing it in, you feel like it's incredibly hard to breathe and kind of tickles your nose, if you will, and it's like very uncomfortable, but you largely resist it. There's maybe like a sneeze here and there, but that's about it. And you hold your breath, it tickles your throat, but you guys are good. You bear through it.
Time to go.
Well, but before anything else happens, there will be an attack for sure. Oh, sure. Why don't we roll initiative? You guys made all the saves and the pass and the perceptions and everything. They have every right to a surprise round, but I'm going to deny them that. I will also say, Ember, like, actually, before this all kicks off, did you want to do anything about these like stone stalactites as they're coming in, or you're letting them come in and everyone's warned?
I'm letting them come in. I'm gonna have kind of red trail behind.
Understood.
So
Yeah,
we get proximity warning.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the warning, as this is all happening, the warning is like, okay, they're there. They're in. They're in position. All right. Let me set it up a bit. I couldn't set it up while you guys were watching, or it gives away the surprise.
Time to teleport.
Oh, if you guys are just gonna do that, then yeah, we can skip all this. Absolutely. We can skip the initiative if that's your intention.
I think that was the plan. The plan was to get to Ember and teleport.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, the dust goes off and everything, and you definitely hear what sounds like, maybe to your surprise, not a full frontal assault. Like, it's not like you don't see like dozens and dozens of elite warriors charge in. it's sort of an attack from the shadows, and less than a dozen dudes. Maybe a little unimpressive. But you teleport. Ember, if you are the teleporter, I want you to make me an Arcana check.
18.
18. This is 18.
Now, if it's a failure, let me know, because I think I can use it for skills. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
I need to look at. Roll up. Roll up. Favored by the gods. If you
That should be for
fail
ability
a
checks, I
saving
believe.
throw, miss. Yep.
Yeah. Go for it.
$18 and 7 is 25.
Now we're talking. Okay. That's very good, Ember. This happens in like half a second. It goes through your head, Ember. Teleportation's instantaneous. Or at least that's like the myth, that it's instantaneous. There's no, unless you're like a fucking nerd and you have your friends standing on opposite sides with hourglasses or something, no one really knows specifically how much time passes. But enough time passes between your being here and there and the casting that you perceive something now that you have become so skilled in magic. Perhaps it's by the grace of Avandra, the Changebringer, that there is this subtle understanding. The you are displacing time and space through this helm. And as you feel the essence of yourselves as being kind of pulled into the ley lines of magic towards a destination, you feel the slightest rebound of arcane energy on the opposite side. It's as if the helmet is locking onto where you're going, and then it's transmitting the information back to the helmet to send all of you guys over there. And as it comes back to you, barely perceivably, you, through the blood of Avandra, perceive something you never perceived before in teleportation or conjuration anyway. You perceive a redirection. Something has been done to Emberhold or wherever you're going or whatever it is, where you are not going to end up at your desired destination. And you remember all of this about the story of Vox Machina. They were defeated by the power of teleportation. You expect that they have specifically prepared for that to never happen again, and you're about to fall into a trap. Do you wish to proceed with the teleportation, or do you wish to attempt to try and stop it before it goes off?
Yeah, we'll try to stop it.
Okay.
And if it makes it any easier for you, I will spend a sorcery point to engage the careful meta magic, and I will exclude us from the teleport.
What the fuck? No. All right. Let me look at this. I've been bamboozled too many times today.
That was slick, though.
Okay. I will. Okay. Here is the thing. And so there's a little give here. So it is a saving throw. So it says when the spell forces another creature to make a saving throw, you can protect some of those creatures from the spell's full force. You're the one making a saving throw. And that might protect you, but we're definitely on strange grounds right now. So I'll keep that in mind, but let's get the saving throw first.
Okay.
You may be a charisma caster.
Mm-hmm.
but frankly, I think it's going to be a matter of intelligence. Try and end this. You are granted magic by your patron, and you only discovered this through your intellect in Arcana. So I think it stands to reason that you must use your intellect to try and navigate the specifics of how magic works in order to try and end it safely. So let's get an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, we're gonna spend my heroic inspiration because we're not keeping that.
That's very fair.
11 and 4 is 15.
15. And what level is the spell?
7.
7. Okay, so I think I'm definitely going to treat this as sort of like a dispel magic situation. So here's what I'm going to say. Yeah, you don't succeed, but you've got careful spell. And that so it's very, very clever. But I think in the interest of fun and rolling dice, I will say it's definitely going to save you, Ember, from being blasted into the spell. The residual magic is going out. And you don't meet the intelligence exactly. The careful saves you because you made the saving throw. I want to leave it to chance. See if you save everybody else too, if that works for you.
Yeah.
So here's what I think I'm going to do. We're going to make it 50-50 if the party is saved. But there is a chance that one party member will get sucked through. I would like you to roll me a d6. But before you do, we're going to go around. I want our other 3 party members to pick their lucky number between 1 and 6. Or unlucky number, that is. The number you don't want picked. Yvain Starborn, what is your unlucky number on the d6?
6.
6. Drycerin Varnos, what is your unlucky number on the d6?
3.
3. Okay, Kira, what is yours?
2.
Okay. The numbers are chosen. If we roll your number, you are teleported, and we'll deal with whatever's happening on the other side. If we don't roll any of those numbers, knowing all of your luck, we won't. And then all of you will get to stay behind and be safe and face whatever challenge is coming. Ember, go ahead and roll the dice. Roll me a d6. See what happens.
1.
Defeated again. No. That would have been so cool. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. The dice are on your Vandra's luck, right? Fortune's on your side, I guess, huh? Oh man. Is there anyone who wants to go through? Is there anyone who wants to be pulled through the teleportation? Nah, I'm kidding. Okay. Ember. Despite everything, perhaps to your astonishment, or simply to the astonishment of the gods, in like less than 1 second, Ember passes by point of no return in the casting of the spell, feels the rebound of a redirection of teleportation, decides he's canceling the spell, tries to use his intellectual instinct to reverse it, fails, activates his innate magic to stop the spell, and is able to disperse the residual magic into such a minimal tide against all of you that the spell is canceled. Take inspiration, Ember. That's worth an inspiration. I would say so. And this all happens in 1 second, and Ember, you're like, oh, that was so close. And the rest of you are like, what the fuck, Ember? Come on, dude, do the spell. You have no idea.
They're warded.
At which point they're gonna fall in and come get you. And we will indeed have this encounter. And I am gonna give them a surprise round. At this point,
Absolutely.
I'm taking it for me.
You should. You've
I
earned
need a
it.
win. I need a win. Oh my goodness, you guys are getting too good at this game.
I think we're breaking him, guys.
I'm fine.
Oh, he's fine.
I'm fine.
He's fine. He's got so many tricks up his sleeve.
I was gonna say we had a week to plan for him. He'll have a week to plan for us. Trust me. The pendulum shall swing back the other direction. I feel it.
I hate it when the players prepare outside of game. No, I love it. It's good. Just slightly frustrating. All right. Cool. All right, let's get this all set up. Oh man. I was hoping fuck, I was totally hoping Yvain got sucked through. I'll be honest. Considering the Morden thing that just happened, I thought it would have been perfect. Like narratively, it would have been so cool.
I was expecting it.
I was hoping for it. Damn you, Avandra, Changebringer. I hate you. I'm gonna pull an Anakin Skywalker soon. Oh boy. All right, I'm gonna say these guys aren't. Well, they would have gotten in position. Okay. All right, let me put my guys in. Oh, and all the while, not to forget, Ember also saves on his con save while he's doing all of this. Within all the focus of all of that, he's like perfectly holding his breath and everything. Very impressive.
I understand now why people think we're gods. Like I get it now.
I guess we're pretty cool, I suppose.
I suppose.
I suppose we're pretty all right, as it were.
I'm glad we sent Horik home, though. I'm glad we sent him back.
Oh yeah.
He was either going to become very powerful very quickly or the other thing. The definition of a trial by fire, that's for damn sure.
Well, he could, go by way of Obi-Wan. You cut him down and he becomes more powerful than, you could imagine.
Yeah, that was true. It's possible. Okay, who am I missing? Okay, I'll put that fella up there. Actually, no, he's probably. Yeah. Where's my list of guys? Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so you guys, regardless of your save, are in a pretty heavily obscured cloud that is this big. Not that you know how big it is, but it's pretty big. You fellas go there. I'm actually going to get rid of some of these minis so I can properly keep track of the situation. Actually, now that I think of it, it wouldn't be right up against it. Oh, you know what they would be? They'd be very big right now. Okay, direction doesn't quite matter. We're almost there, I promise. Okay. Nice. Um. Okay, what'd you guys get? Who rolled a 20 or above?
22.
What about 15 or above?
15.
Sorry, Kiro also got a 22.
Nice. Who'd like to go first, you two?
So did
Oh,
Dryson.
Carol can go
Sorry, I
first.
forgot to roll.
Oh,
Oh,
Dryson rolled a
shit.
22 as well. Okay, what'd you get, Dryson? Or who wants to go first, you three?
Kiro will go
The ninja
last.
goes first.
Yeah.
The ninja goes first. Great. Fair enough.
Ninja
fair
first,
enough.
fireball second. I don't know what Kiro is. Bottle opener? Can
But-
opener. That's
I like,
appropriate. Can
I like
opener's
bottle
appropriate.
opener. Can opener. The fork bearer. Okie dokie. Um, okay. Everyone's reactions are up when this happens. Um, it just so happens Yvain is close by. And oh fuck me. Yeah, these guys are pretty good. Ooh. Wow. Actually, the first thing that so all the smoke comes up, and Ember's like trying to do this, and you guys aren't really paying attention because you're like, oh, we're gonna teleport out, assholes. And you're like, what happened to like Ember? And Ember, you like look past the party and see the only thing that's actually visible in here is I know I have the image of the screen is just that the floor is like lava and on fire and everything, but that's not the case. The floor is hot, but it's not actually on fire. You see a fire, a very small fire like this big ignites in the smoke, and you, Ember, are probably like, "What the fuck is that?" And then a fucking jet of fire blasts through all of you guys with this like it sounds like a liquid for a split second, and then there's this high-pitched squeal of a sound you've never heard before. This like and then this massive like almost like twice like just this line of fire shoots out from it. I'm going to require a dex saving throw from everybody, but this will be a disadvantage because you are technically blinded in the sphere.
I have not rolled my woe or wheel today. Can I roll that real quick, please?
Yeah, go for it.
Above table question. My devil sight
Wow.
doesn't help me at all, does it?
No, this is obscurity by smoke, not by darkness.
21.
Nice.
I have
Save.
evasion.
So you're fine. You're like standing there, you don't even know it's there, and your body just goes and you're like, what? And you fully jump out of the way. What about the rest of you?
6.
Okay, great. You'll take half. Spire. Kiro?
30-20.
30-20. You will save. And Yvain.
Do I have time to activate the free action to activate my diadem?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, then it is a failure. It's a 13.
Okay. Well, you're saying it's a what do you mean by like a free action? I want to be
So-
fair, but
My diadem, I can it will give me a period of time where I have a number of advantages, and I can just activate it. Like, it doesn't cost an action or a bonus action to activate the.
I think I remember us having this conversation, and I forgot to add an action economy to it because there's nothing that should be without action economy. This is Visions of Paradox, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you can't be surprised. Have advantage on saving throws versus illusions and charms, and may roll a d10, add to the saving throw attack roll. That's pretty potent. I'd probably have to say that's worth an action. That's like well beyond what Bless is capable. I'll have to look at it I'll have to look at it after game. I'm gonna write that down to look at that for you, but that's definitely gonna require some kind of turn economy to activate for sure.
Okay. Well, then in which case,
So yeah, you'll take the failure. Making sense because you're the closest. So that is going to be 14 damage to Yvain, 7 damage to Kiro and Ember, and nothing to Drycer. Drycer is just so cool. The bane of my fucking existence. Okay, let's get to it. This happens, and Kiro and Ember, Ember, you take it, but you're like, oh, that's kind of nice, actually. It hurts, but it's nice. Kiro, you're like, this is the worst ever. I am water. And Yvain, you take it across the back and around you, and it scorches you. And this thing's like 100-foot line. You guys don't see it, but it blazes. You don't know what the hell is going on, Yvain, but something starts absolutely beating the crap out of you. So it's going to just lay in all of its attacks to you, my friend. Okay, first one coming in at a 26 to hit. I'm going to get all of these out of the way. I'm just going to move us along here. Actually, I'll take a strength save. Oh no, you know what? Never mind. You're prone. So the first one comes in and something like a hammer hits you and knocks you over immediately.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry. No. You make a saving throw. Please go ahead and make a saving throw.
okay. That's an 11.
That's 11. Nobody knows really what happens, but Yvain gets hit with something, and you guys feel the force of something moving through the smoke cloud. Yvain, you get knocked 30 feet straight up, and are knocked prone outside of the dome, the bubble.
All right.
I'll tell you your damage. I said I was going to do it all at once, but it makes more sense to do it this way. It's going to be. It's going to be. 17. It's going to be. It's going to be. You're going to take 28 points of bludgeoning damage. And you are. Sorry? Oh, yeah. You reduce that. That's right. Yeah. You reduce that. So, in fairness, Buddy moved right up to you and did that. But here's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, it doesn't quite want you to go away. So while you're leaving, I'd like you to make me an athletics or acrobatics check at disadvantage. If you think in that moment Yvain would be able to resist a grapple.
No, but I'll make I'll make it anyway.
Go ahead, make it anyway, yeah.
Right.
No?
Mm-mm.
Okay, got it. So Yvain is launched past you guys. Something shoots past all of you, and something like a rock or something. And Yvain, as you're flying through the air, something grabs you. You get clotheslined as the thing grabs you in midair and reels you back to it, and then is going to smash you into the ground and just start stomping you. That one is gonna hit. That one's 30 to hit. You are going to take 15. That's gonna be 25 additional bludgeoning damage, halved because you're so cool. And then you guys hear something heavy moving away, almost metallically. Yvain, you leave the smoke cloud, and just for a moment, you look up at the thing that's got you in its grasp, and it does not look terribly different than this. You look up to see what looks to be, by and large, a Duragar head grafted onto a metallic body. There's no pupils, like the eyes are rolled back. There's no eyelids. It's got a white mohawk like the Stone Guard. It's got a big, wretched beard, and it's just covered in metal, and it makes no breath. It doesn't. You don't hear any sound or a sign of breath of any kind. One hand is a claw. That's what you're in. The other hand is just like a hammer fist. And this thing comes out without looking down at you, as if the head is just like there, just like not even really like looking around or being active, just like planted there, almost like an ornament, if you will, but it's alive. And then as it emerges from the smoke cloud, you're going to look over to see a couple of the enlarged Duragar charge over and attack. They're going to come over and just start fucking beating the fucking fuck out of you. Okay, so here we go. This guy's gonna go for it. Yeah, he's going in with the short sword. He's enlarged, so increased damage and advantage. Okay, here we go. That one is going to be a 25 to hit.
Okay.
Next one is also going to be a 25 to hit.
All right.
All right, enlarged damage it's going to be 2, 6, 8. It's going to be 12. 12 damage, reduced to 6.
Okay.
That's going to be, the next damage would have been 10, reduced to 5.
Okay.
Okay. Can't quite reach now, so these guys are going to be here. This guy's going to stay put. And then what can this guy make a, he's got to squeeze to get over here. But we're not doing no squeezing. Fuck squeezing. This person will at least get into a phalanx with this guy. Put his shield down. These two guys are going to be here. Oh, I know what happens. I know how we complete this combo. Tendrils are going to shoot down from the roof. Are going to come down. Let's go. Let's attack in the darkness. Yeah, let's attack. We're going to attack the rest of you lucky folks. I'm going to just randomly choose because they don't know who they're attacking. This one's for you, Ember. Does a modified 20 hit?
Yeah.
Okay, you are suddenly something wraps around you, pumps poison into your body, so you're of a poison condition. And then you are reeled 30 feet into the air. Sorry, I don't mean to smile. At which point you, Ember, are going to see your adversary that you're going to have to tangle with here. You are reeled up and into the immediate mouth of a stalactite, which opens to maybe 5 rows of needle-like teeth and a single glaring eye. He's going to bite you. He's going to bite you twice, actually. Okay, that's going to be... That's going to be... Sorry. 21 to hit. I'll get the second bite out of the way. And 22 to hit. It's going to be 10, 11, 12. It's going to be 13 points of piercing damage on the first bite. Second bite is going to be 19 points of piercing damage. It's got 2 tentacles. It'll send another one down. That's going to be for Drystrand. That was way out of the bar. That's a natural 20 against your Drystrand. You roll like 4 of them on me, and I get a stuck out tongue rolling one on you. Well, good news, Dryster, this is not a damaging attack, so you don't need to worry about it. It only hits you. Um, Something wraps around you. It doesn't drag you in the sky quite like good old Ember, but it does wrap around you and grapple you and poison you. The last 2 tentacles are from the second guy. There's another guy. This one's for Kiro, and the other one will be for Kiro as well. So here we go. So Kiro, first one, they both miss. You Miss Can Opener, are more ready than everybody else, and you like hear you hear Ember go, and you hear Dryster get wrapped, and you know what's going on instinctually, and you bring your trident up, and these 2 like spined, almost wooden stone like lucid tentacles wrap around your trident, just wrap around it. You like kind of frost it off, but you don't get hit, which is fantastic news. Now for my last trick. Yeah, those guys are not in play. I've got these guys left. I need an intelligence save from Yvain and from Ember, as you are the only 2 who are visible.
That's a 21.
Very nice.
I'm gonna spend my inspiration, which I just got. Thank God for small favors. And roll at 20 for 24.
You guys feel psionics. The moment you exit the clouds and see the horror of what you're seeing, for any adventurer or warrior, whatever, who would be not ready for something this crazy to happen to you, like you guys have been blindsided by crazy fucking shit for this whole adventure. You 2 are very used to being jump scared, I guess, and are ready with your mental fortresses. And you feel a psionic malady begin to try and use the moment of terror to try and jump inside, but you guys are stone walls. Nothing goes through. That's my surprise round. All right. Have fun, Drystern. You are free to kill. But before you do, I need another con save because you're still inside of the dust. Yeah. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, you resist the urge to like. Oh, you're at disadvantage, I believe. You're at the poison condition. Did you roll disadvantage? Unless I'm wrong, does the poison condition do get disadvantage on a saving throw?
I don't remember.
I will take a quick peek. Yeah.
I do know that like one of my first things is that I am shrugging off this poison.
Oh yeah, you have do you have immunity to the poison condition?
No, but like as my action. It's a whole.
Oh,
like,
I got
this
you.
Probably this takes effect first, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, you would save. Go. Poison condition.
Attack rolls and ability checks.
Oh, so you're fine. Yeah. Okay. So you save. You feel like it's all you can do to like keep yourself not from like just start hacking your lungs out, but you do. What is the plan? You are blind and you are grappled and you are poisoned.
Okay. I'm grappled, which means I can't go anywhere.
I'll tell you guys what. I'm sorry to interrupt you again, Bryce, but I just want to check. We are at 11:23 right now.
Oh shit.
We are 7 minutes from end of game. We're right at the start of this battle. I'm pretty preferable to letting the bad guys have their turn and then ending the combat, so you guys have a little time to assess, and then the next time you show up, I don't completely rechange the battlefield. And we'll probably get through Drycern's turn.
We could, if you
But
wanted
if-
to, we could stop here because this is the very
Yeah.
start of initiative. Like I don't have
That's
to go
exactly
through
what I
my
was thinking.
turn.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So next time, you guys can deal with this little surprise attack, and keep working on Emberhold, guys. I thought this was a cool session, regardless. Very good rolling and use of features, and man, if you were my hockey team, I'd be pretty impressed. I'd be pretty happy with my team. You're very, very skilled, guys. Good job. Well done. Very impressive.
I didn't mention